with the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, Jaybird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We're not the Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We are your Quad City Sports Talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
Our house is in the middle of the street. We are here in the Hassle Castle rocking like Don Dockin. Everyone, it's going to be a beautiful Monday. Election Day's tomorrow. I'm sure we'll talk about that.
How did you just pull out madness like that in a matter of every conversation we have? It is madness, and you just quoted madness from our house.
Yeah.
Good call. Good job. Goodbye you.
That's what I do, Jay. I just sit here and things pop in my little brain. Everybody, you know what show it is. It's Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We got Leah Bomb Diggity. We got my main man, Cal Reed.
Yo.
Hey, guys.
What's
Jay,
happening?
Mr. Faster.
After-
Uh-oh, if you will.
Uh-oh.
And T-Roy in the house. I'll tell you, we got a lot of sports to get to, everyone.
Worst weekend sports ever.
The worst.
Why?
All right,
The
wait.
worst.
Well, I know because Iowa lost for you, but did Georgia lose again?
We won 14-3 against Kentucky. 14
Okay,
points.
and your other team won.
Yeah.
Your Broncos won. So I don't
Barely.
understand why you're so upset.
Jay got his hair cut.
I did on
Jay
Friday.
looks very dapper.
Hey, for the first time voting or betting on sports, yeah, I'm
I
mad.
got my face cut.
You're bad at it?
I'm terrible.
I could teach you.
I'm the worst.
I can teach
Yeah,
you.
I'll tell
I
you
can
what.
teach you. I'm good. I'm not good about
Speaking of that,
knowledge,
I
but I'm good
got
at
this is
at-
the biggest news
at
of the
betting.
sports weekend. The four of us are in a four-way tie for second on the pick'ems.
Uh-huh.
Amy beat us. Mookie.
The money line pick'ems, yep.
Mookie beat us all.
That's right.
9 wins to all of our 7s.
Right.
Are you kidding me
That's
right now?
incredible.
Good job,
And she's
Mookie.
gonna. And by the way, we all picked Tampa Bay tonight, so we'll all have 8, and she'll end up with 10. She'll have got 10 of 14 games right on a pick'em.
That's really good.
That is really good.
Does she watch football?
No.
Only when Troy makes
Oh, it's that woman's intuition thing.
I have
Yeah.
no idea what it was.
I
but I'll
like
tell you
their
what.
colors. I wanted them to
That's what happens.
She
when
didn't
we do
even
it.
say any of that. That's what was making me mad.
Do you remember 2 years ago before the COVID when we had basketball and we had employees here? And we
What?
had the girls come
Yes,
in and
we
pick,
did,
and they
yes.
picked the NCAA tournament. Speaking of when you're like, I like what's their mascot type of thing. That was a lot of fun. Those things were fun.
AJ's face
Yeah, we
getting
had,
red. He's like, yeah.
do we have
Jay's face is getting red.
Do we have Dana and Kat in? Or?
This is the first time
Yeah.
in 20 years that Iowa has started the season 0-2. I don't like the Nerds. I don't like Northwestern. I thought this was a lock.
I did
They're
too.
up 17-0.
Up 17-0, and then I leave and I have trick or treating,
Well, I had a birthday party, so yes.
and then I have the game on. By the way, Podolak is losing it. Dolph is carrying him like hardcore. Podolak is going down.
As in, he's getting mad.
No, he's just old, and
Oh,
I mean,
gotcha.
Dolph is carrying the entire thing. It's actually painful to listen to. It's sad,
Gotcha.
but it's trick or treating,
Yeah.
and then people come by and they're like,
Which was the
What's
most
the
normal part of
score?
the damn weekend, by the way.
"Was it?"
Right.
Dude, I thought it was cool. The kids are in my neighborhood, all had fun. Some of them had their mask on, some of them didn't. Depending on the parent.
I just put the dish at the end of the driveway, sat in the chair, and listened to Podolak and Dolph.
I made them work for it, man. They had to come up. I put it in their bag.
B-Mac just said I look like Mushmouth from Fat Albert. Why every time I wear a red hat do people have something to say? I don't know.
Fat Albert. Is that the one who goes, hey, man?
You can't even see his eyes. How does this
You know
even...
what's funny?
If I wasn't in Facebook jail, I would respond to that, but I cannot. So
So Iowa goes up 17-0. I think this is the lock. And then, you've got dads walking around with their kids, and they're like, Iowa game, yeah. What's the score? And then the anger is just rising as I'm listening to it. Like, my goodness. The nerds.
That was bad. That was bad news. So as they said,
Hey, it wasn't all a bad weekend. Did anybody watch Mandalorian?
No.
don't talk about it. I seen it. Don't talk about it.
Oh my Lord, Jay.
You gotta hold it. You gotta hold it.
Guy went to midnight quick.
Yeah.
Quick. Leah. Watch out.
I can't do that. I don't have that skill.
I'm 44 years old, and by no means at all should a high school football game get me too excited, but it really angry, and it did on Friday night.
What was the score?
10-6, Pleasant Valley won.
Oh, boy.
So you know what I got to do instead?
Of course.
Somebody that I know was texting me, and they're like, "Oh," because their kids go to Pleasant Valley, and they're like, "Oh, my daughter is excited because they're saying they're going to the Dome." So you know what I got to do? No, they're not. Nope. They have to play another game.
Did
So
you
I
do
just
this? Neener, neener,
Yeah,
neener?
so I just got to ruin some
Wow.
some high school. They're like, "Oh, we're going
Wow.
to." My daughter just told me they're going to Cedar Falls, Pleasant Valley. Nope.
We did
So I
stop
got to
those
ruin-
games.
You are
Got to pee
petty.
all over those
That is
dreams.
so
That is
petty.
petty.
It is petty.
Hey, he's cool with it. He's like, it is petty. I did it. Yep.
If I could remind you, on Friday, Jay decided that he was not going to be a homer anymore.
Yep. That changed
I think
so
that changed
quick.
really quick, dude.
If I could read you text threads where I was like, I should not be this excited. I thought for sure, I was like, they're going to win this game. I can't believe. I had Pleasant Valley as 3 touchdown favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
How'd that
Good,
work
good
out
for
for
them.
We had a lot of teams as 3 touchdown favorites.
I
this
know.
weekend.
And then Saturday happened, the Iowa game.
Saturday.
That Sunday
then-
happened.
And I somehow, the
Hey, the
craziest
Cowboys lost.
The craziest thing, then I
No.
became like a Bears fan on
knew?
Sunday. Like I'm with my daughter, and I'm like, they're gonna do this. I think they're gonna do this. They're gonna
Who,
do
the
it. They're gonna
Bears?
take it home. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I was like a Bears fan. I was like, and Soph's like, I didn't know you were a Bears fan. I'm like, well, I picked him to go 10-6.
I am today, Soph. Today.
And then that
It doesn't
happened. He
mean they
kicked
have
a
to
field
get
goal.
those six losses in a row, though.
No. But that's
Well, they got 3 now, right?
There are 3.
Yeah.
3
yeah.
straight.
The Bears lost in overtime, 26-23 to New Orleans. Buffalo beat New England 24-21. Cam Newton
He's out of there.
he is a shell of himself. He has no confidence in himself.
Nope.
Like his post game stuff.
Danucci looked better than him.
Dude, hey, I'm telling you that Broncos game made him feel some type of way in the Super Bowl, man. And he hasn't
got
been the
into
same.
it.
He hasn't been the same
He
ever
got
since
into
that
his
Super
own
Bowl
head.
game.
Yep.
Yeah, speaking of the Broncos, they came back from being down by 21 to win that game.
Yeah.
Locke was 26 of 41 for 248 yards.
That was a fun game to watch.
Your guy, that quarterback at
He's terrible.
San Diego,
Herbert?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's legit.
Yep.
I think he's got 15 touchdown passes now in 6 games or whatever.
Yeah, kid's good, man. Love this kid. Yeah, Chargers. I can't believe they lost it, but whatever, man. That was a fun game to watch. There was a ton of fun games there for a while.
Hold on.
Here's
No, there wasn't.
here's the fun ones. All right,
Steelers.
Yes.
Steelers game, yes.
The Chiefs
Yeah, that
game.
was a good game.
Baltimore was up on that.
No, the Chiefs game wasn't fun to watch.
That was
Well, it was because I covered the spread. I was excited about that.
Yeah, that doesn't make it
Well,
fun.
what you have- No, what it really is
The Bears New Orleans game was fun to watch.
no.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes threw for 5 touchdown passes in that game.
Yep.
The New York Jets have
a
thrown
minute,
for
Mahomes?
5 all season long. The New York Jets quarterbacks have combined
so
for 5.
Mahomes threw for 5. Wait a
One-
minute, he
in
was on
one-
T-Roy's stardom list.
He
In
was.
one game. Yep.
Yeah,
So
he
was DK Metcalf.
31 for 42, 416
Yeah, DK
yards,
got off too.
5 touchdowns. The New York Jets, a professional football team, have thrown for 5 all year long.
Yeah, see, that's what sucks is they might be worse than the Cowboys.
Here's the thing.
They
Name a,
might get the first round.
name
the
a
very first
receiver
pick.
off of the Jets. Name one.
Robbie Anderson. Nope.
No,
He's no
he's
longer
not.
there anymore.
No.
He's in
James-
Carolina.
Jamison Crowder.
I thought he was in
don't
Philly.
know.
No.
Crowder?
Jameson Crowder.
Again, I'm going to go with I don't know. Good question because I don't.
So Crowder's your number one
Tight,
option.
can I say tight end? Because
Sure.
Herndon's are tight end.
You can't even say his name.
Herndon.
Was it?
Herndon.
Herndon. Herndon.
Yeah, the Las Vegas Raiders beat the Cleveland Browns 16-6. The Cincinnati Burrows 31
That I don't even talk about that game.
over
Dude,
Tannehill and the
that-
Tennessee Titans
dude.
31-20.
No, I can't believe that one.
Dude,
That
I can't
surprised
believe
me.
that
That's-
game.
You know what that is? Watch this. I'm going to predict something right now. There's going to be a thing this year called the Steeler hangover. And once you get beaten up by the Steelers, you lose your very next game. So we're going to have to go back and look at that.
That's pretty
Interesting.
good.
So we're going to have to go back and look at that. But you see this. They played the Steelers and lost the very next game, okay? See what happens to Baltimore this week. Baltimore has...
That's a really good point, and you get beat up like that.
Baltimore plays Indianapolis. Come on. Stop.
At Indy. Be
What's
careful.
that mean?
It means be careful. Indy's not a pushover.
Why? Because
have a good
they won
defense.
against Detroit.
Can I
No,
tell
but they
you?
have a good defense, man.
Can I tell you one thing that bothers me about like ESPN, and it has to do with it because we have the room. We have a very
diverse room right now. Why does ESPN feel it necessary to say that Mike Tomlin now is the winningest black head coach in NFL history?
Because of the
I thought he was just a coach.
That's what I'm saying, Cal. Like, I read that this morning, and I'm like, why does it have to be on the bottom line? Why does that have to be pointed out?
Because that is the political climate right now, and that's the narrative that they're pushing.
Well,
Every headline has race in it. Every single one.
I think Mike Tomlin is close to becoming the all-time winningest Steeler head coach.
Period.
He's gotta
It's
be
not
up there.
necessary.
Chuck Noll, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got to be. Or
let me look up. It's going to be Cower or Knoll first.
I don't know.
Unless
I
he
don't
was
think-
there.
I don't
He's
think
gotta be
you just
close.
read it and you go, this is the madness. This is
I'm
what
going to look it up. I promise.
when it has to be in there, when it has to be something on the bottom line. Like
Haven't you noticed every headline and every news, I mean, ever right now has every race of any perpetrator or unless, it doesn't fit the narrative, then they can't put that in there. I saw racist says something, and then the guy ended up being Asian. That wasn't, Asian man was not included. So it has to fit the narrative. See, it has to be white or black. It can't be anything else. That's just, that's how it is.
That's how they look
Michael
at
Jackson
America.
tried to say it didn't
That's
matter if
exactly
it's
what's
black or
going on
white.
right now.
Yeah.
Tell me it's not.
They
It
look
is.
at America in black and white. They've been doing that for years.
Well, and it pushes a certain narrative
Right.
that they want to perpetuate. It's you have to ignore it. You have to just look past it because that's their goal.
Minnesota beat Green Bay 28-22.
And that was
a
crap.
That was a beating, by the way. That
come
wasn't
on.
28-22. It isn't
Dalvin
even
Cook
close.
went crazy.
Like, I mean, they
He went crazy.
beat them. Seattle 37-27 over San Francisco. T-Roy already mentioned the Cowboys lost. The Nooch went 21 for 40.
All right, here we go, guys.
Yeah, sure.
He is third now.
In
But
Steeler
he
history.
is, man, he's close. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's really close. He's only 13 games away from Cower.
Cowers all time.
13 games away from Cower. Cower's second,
So do
but
it
he's
2
had
more years,
30.
at
He's
least.
had 31 less games.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah, his winning percentage is the best of Steeler history all time. 646.
Can we point that out? Do we have to point out that he's the all-time winningest
I'm just
black
saying,
head
the guy-
coach?
the
Like,
guy
can we just
will-
point out that?
The guy,
instead?
and by the
Jay,
way, and the
no.
guy is only
We have to.
the
We
guy
have
is
to
only
point out.
61.
Dummy. No, dummy.
We have
61 wins shy of Chuck Noll.
Everyone's melanin
And guess
levels
how
matter.
old he is.
Oh, he's
What, 45?
no God.
He's gotta be older than that.
I don't think he's that old.
What?
No, he's at least 45
Yeah, he's got to be older than me.
Well, let's find out there, Jay Foster.
He's got to be.
because he started coaching the Steelers when he was 30, I think. I want to say 30.
Wow, that's young
These days, that's the norm.
for a coach.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
40, he's 48.
Yeah. See.
Wow.
He's got 12 more years to coach that team.
He's got more than that.
He's
I
an
know.
old man.
Man, he doesn't look old.
No, he doesn't.
No, he really doesn't.
Well, if we're gonna do the black thing now, black don't crack.
Yeah, that was such a layup. That was such a layup.
That's so funny, Carl.
Yeah.
As I approach 39, let me tell you, white definitely does. Okay,
Oh,
white
yeah.
definitely does. And
You guys
women,
are racist.
men, you guys age gracefully. You get gray hair, you get wrinkles, you look distinguished. We look like the crypt keeper when we get
Oh,
older.
yeah.
You
And
know?
by the way, speaking of aging gracefully, do you have the beast in your
I
sight?
know.
Bold.
Don't talk about
James
my man's, man.
That's so
that
sad.
dude was 90.
I loved him.
Still look good.
Yep.
That's so sad.
You look at those girls that were his co-stars. They ain't
And
looking that good.
he was fine until the day he died. Let me tell
Guarantee
you.
he was.
You're the man now, dog. Finding Forrester.
You know, he was a pro, what do you call it? Not domestic violence, but he was a firm believer in you get to put your wife back in her place. He was old school like that. Yes.
I never heard that.
He has a quote. He has a quote.
Stay in
you
the
act like
kitchen.
it's a known thing.
It is. He made it. It was a quote in an interview that he said. He goes, you know, I'm a firm believer that you can put your wife back in her place if she steps out of line. He believed in that old school
Old
mentality.
school stuff, man.
The last time I swam this channel, I was your age, so I'm screwed either way.
I'll take the rapist for 200.
Oh my
their
I'll
God.
take your mom for
That's
1,000,
therapist.
Trebek.
That's not what your mother. What is moo? This is a sound a dog makes. What is moo?
Losers don't have a date for the prom. Winners go home and screw
That's
the
not
prom.
the sound your mother made, Trebek. Anyway, yeah, it's sad passing, but it's
Miss
2020.
Penny, come over here and play with my little Johnson.
Yeah.
Like, anything else
He's
that you
the
guys
best
can
James
let's
Bond.
see. So
He's
now
the
we're in
definition
November.
of daddy.
We've
Yeah.
got 2 more months left of 2020.
For sure.
Okay. My whole theory is this: anything bad that's going to happen needs to happen within the next 2 months because I don't want this 2020 hangover into 2021.
Yeah.
So if there's people, there's celebrities out there, like I don't know who's going to break my heart if they pass away, like, but I just wanted to get it done. So.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart.
We already lost Bowie. I mean,
I
what,
just don't think he'd
what worse
understand.
can happen? Nothing.
Yeah.
David
By the way,
Bowie
Jay,
died in 2018.
Mike Candy won the
He died,
draft, right?
he died right before 2020. Everything
Yeah.
went downhill after Bowie died.
Did you
Everything.
hear that, Leah?
By the
On the poll, Mike Candy won the
we
draft.
just figured out, like
My
I talked to my
Candy.
kids about this. Yeah, your Candy won. His Candy won the poll.
What?
You remember you're in Facebook jail.
This is bullcrap.
Listen, my kids were fine with my Candy choice.
Well, sure they
Of course,
were.
man.
They're gonna tell you what you want to hear, Dad.
You know why? Because you've given those two kids your weird little candy.
I just picked candy that I would eat at a movie theater. That's all.
They don't have
But you
that.
don't
at
eat
movie
sweets. You
theaters,
pass that on to your
so.
kids.
I know. It was a fun draft. You know what? We should come up with more things, fun drafts to do like that when we come up.
My kid ate a peanut M&M and decided that she would have liked it if she didn't realize there was a peanut inside of it. She
Yeah,
goes,
my
"I
kids
would
are
not-
like that too. It's
No,
weird.
if
That's
I-
why you give him the plain milk chocolate, man.
Well, listen,
Yeah, you know what?
M&Ms
There's a
are
peanut just-
gold, Jerry.
I'll eat any kind.
I know, me too.
It don't matter.
Kids are weird about that stuff. I like M&Ms, but not the kinds with the peanuts in it. But I'll eat peanuts and M&Ms.
I gotta see the peanuts.
Yes, I can't. I can't just bite into it and there
I'll
there's
eat,
a peanut.
I'll eat a payday, but I won't eat M&Ms
I'll eat a
because I can't
Snickers,
see it
but I don't like caramel or peanuts.
together.
But we've got
divas.
Guess the lines today. We've got more things to look at, more things to complain about, and tomorrow is
Tomorrow's election day. Woo, woo, woo.
tomorrow. It's all going away, right?
It's the end of the world as we know it.
This is what everyone's been promising me, that it's all going away
It
after
is.
Election Day.
I
So
know, I'm terrified.
What are you guys gonna wear to the Civil War this week?
Good God.
What are you gonna wear? You guys know?
to the Civil War.
Hopefully shorts. It's going to be 70.
I know, I love
We
it.
should take another day.
But you can't really run or fight with slides on. So are you guys gonna wear tennis shoes or combat boots?
We're gonna be gone. Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah, no. Flip flops are probably better traction than slides.
My status depends on how far they want to take this Civil War thing.
I'm just gonna sit in my garage.
With Cal and that.
How far are we taking the Civil War? Are we doing a reenactment? Because I already know where I'm gonna be at.
It's really- and my house.
I know where I'm gonna be.
Yep, I have a friend on standby. I'm like, I'm coming. I know his artillery. I'm like, I will be over there. Me and the kids.
Yeah. Well,
I'm running straight to the military base.
it all starts early tomorrow,
Here's my ID card.
and about I don't know. I'm gonna
How cool would it be if we all wore like superhero costumes though?
get my
Civil War.
I'm
all
wearing Jon
superhero.
Snow,
get my crappy
Castle Black.
candy and just sit there and watch
The Night King is coming.
nothing.
Stay
because
strapped or
they're
get clapped, guys.
nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's going to happen because they're going to be like, oh
That's
wait,
naive. That's a
need,
naive
we
comment.
need all these. We need all these results to come in. Where no one's going to concede the election. No one's going to do
Okay.
anything.
We'll
they're going to
see.
say we have
We'll
to wait
see.
for all these over.
Nope, they have to be in by the 3rd, my friend. All mail-in ballots as well. They cannot go past.
I think what was it? Were we talking about that on Friday? Like when we were, we kind of like did a draft. Like what state's going to ruin this?
Yeah.
We're like Florida right away.
Florida,
It's like,
Florida's
Florida's in.
in.
We know Florida's going to
They've,
screw something
they've,
up.
Florida's
they've been
gonna ruin
ruining.
it.
They've been ruining
Yeah.
elections since.
Since
2000. Yeah.
Well,
It's ridiculous.
Hi, we're Florida.
Yep.
We can screw you.
Pennsylvania got on the list. Michigan's on it.
Ohio.
Michigan's
So Ohio's
Michigan's going
always-
red.
Ohio,
They're
yeah.
so done with Whitmer. They're done. She's ruined.
Anyway. All right, we do have to take our first break though. The hour, so we'll be right back here.
That's what
Don't
your mom
hassle us.
said, Foster.
That's right. The Don't Hassle Us for Local here on ESPN 1170 AM.
It's been locally owned and operated since 1934. Leah Bomb. It is Tri-City Equipment.
That's right.
Come on, dude.
Caught
We
me
do
off
this
guard.
every
You caught me off
day.
guard. We were talking about the election. I was excited.
All right. Anyway, remember they are your choice for restaurant equipment and value since 1934. Once again, they have everything you need from cookware, refrigeration, utensils, tableware, you name it. They have guaranteed labor and parts for 30 and 90 days. Or if you're looking to cater an event at home, or you just have a home chef, go check them out online at tricityequipment.com. I did that this weekend myself.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
Or today, I also went down to 527 West 4th Street, and I was getting really excited when I was inside that 2,400 square foot remodeled showroom.
Beautiful.
1,600 items in stock. I was
You hear
just
your
in
echo,
awe.
echo,
I know, it was
echo.
so good.
Huge.
You can give them a call at 563-322-5382 if you have any questions. Remember, they do deliver to all Quad City residents, and they match online pricing. So, Cal Reed, you don't have to go to Amazon, bud.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. Showroom hours 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. That is Tri-City Equipment, 527 West 4th Street in Davenport.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah. Woo! You like that? You like that?
This is Adam Rosso from Hawkeye Headquarters, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Renewal by Anderson.
When it came time to replace our old drafty windows, we opted for quality with style, installed by professionals.
Renewal by Anderson.
I'm Sam Hare with Renewal by Anderson. We're counting down to Black Friday with huge savings. Get $350 off every window and $900 off every patio door. During the Black Friday sale, take advantage of our special financing options with no money down, no payments, and no interest for 25 months. That's over 2 years. Don't let the cold weather stop you from making improvements to your house. Our cold weather installation method will protect your home. We'll do one window at a time to ensure that your home's not exposed to the elements. Counting down to Black Friday with huge savings, you can count on Renewal by Anderson. Visit us at our showroom or online at renewalbyanderson.com.
Renewal by Anderson. We love our new windows.
Janae and Golick Jr.
Janae, through all of, listen, Russell Wilson, we know he's a lot, from Mr. Unlimited to the weird video announcing his contract staying in Seattle, the bubble water, his bad dance moves behind Sierra's music videos. Through all of it, he's still winning. I would trust him and Tyler Lockett with my PIN number, with any amount of money that I needed in my life. These guys are the surest bet in pro sports right now, and it's nice. We always like to say give people flowers while they can still smell them. Russell Wilson has been this quarterback. This is not a new version of him as far as I'm concerned, but it's a new version of this team putting its offense in his hands. He's getting all of the conversation around him and his ability that he's richly deserved for a while. And so in the interest of giving people their flowers, I'm really happy to see this, like, on a fundamental level for a guy who's been playing this kind of ball and been meaning this kind to his team.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Meet Carla.
Hi there.
Carla's 4 daughters keep her pretty busy.
Oops.
Casey's new curbside pickup makes life easier for Carla.
Pizza!
And saves her an extra trip to the grocery store. Now, you can add grocery items like bread, drinks, and snacks to your online pizza order, and we'll bring them right to your car with curbside pickup. And for a limited time, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Casey's, here for convenience, here for new curbside pickup, here for good. Available at select locations only.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Kendrick Perkins.
Max, you argued me down on First Take about how good of a player Chris Middleton was.
No, I didn't.
And I told you, yes, you did. And I told you that he wasn't that type of guy, right?
Just making stuff up now.
Play. Oh, I'm making stuff up.
I argued for Chris Middleton. No, I said Chris Middleton should be at best the 3rd best player on a championship team. You need another dude who can go get his own shot and do it on a higher level than Middleton if you want to pair him with Giannis to win a championship. I never said anything different than that. I wasn't thinking the Bucks were going to win a title this year.
So did you have the Bucks coming out of the East?
Yep. I sure did. Shut up, Perk. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
If Teresa Greenfield and the Democrats take over, the following will take effect. $4 trillion in job-killing taxes, government takeover of healthcare, packing the courts, dismantling police departments, surrender to the mob, surrender to China, and a march toward socialism. Teresa Greenfield and the left, they'll tear this country apart. Stop the liberal takeover. Vote Joni Ernst.
Paid for by Iowa Values Action, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.iowavaluesaction.com.
We're playing all the hits. The Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
everybody. We are back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunride Satellite and Dish, and this is Don't Hassle's Local AM 1170.
Hey. So,
guys,
in about 35 minutes, we're gonna do guess the lines, which is always our Monday thing. It's a fun thing to do. Right now, T-Roy, what are we at right now?
Well, we're tied up 4-4.
All right.
Week 8 going into Week 9. I do have my Week 9 power rankings done.
Then let me hear your power rankings
because you know we're on a
we're not gonna compare the SI.com tomorrow because tomorrow's a holiday, right, Bomber? So.
It is a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Best one of the year.
So every 4 years.
Well, best one of this year for sure.
So
all right.
So let me hear your power rankings.
All right. There's no change at the top. The top 4 stayed the same. Pittsburgh at 1, Kansas City at 2. Tampa Bay's winning tonight. Come on, there's no way, right?
Right.
Tampa Bay stays at 3. Seattle stays at 4 after their impressive victory over the
49ers.
Mm-hmm.
49ers. Now, things do switch up quite a bit after that. Baltimore, I thought, played really well. Lost. I mean, turnovers, shot them in the foot, and they still lost by 4.
But they lost to number 1.
Yeah, they lost to number 1. So I put Baltimore at 5. Buffalo won, a tight one, but they won all the same. I put them at 6. Tennessee, disappointing loss. They dropped down to 7.
You're the only 10 I see.
Thank you, honey. Green Bay, disappointing loss at home to the Vikings.
The Vikings.
Who you easily handled earlier this year. Don't know what happened there.
Hey, fun fact about that Viking game.
Yeah?
Dalvin Cook had 4 touchdowns for them.
Oof.
He is the first Viking with 4 touchdown games since Ahmad Rashad in 1979.
Good Lord.
Both Cook and Ahmad Rashad's Vikings won 28-22 in their record-setting games. Just 2 of 9 in NFL history to have that score, 28-22.
2 out of 9?
2 out of 9 in NFL history.
Okay, who are the other 7?
Don't do that to me.
I'm doing it. I just did it.
Hey, you know what? Can I give you a quick little side
Troy
note?
knows.
My cousin Rashad, who is a Vikings fan, his name was Rashad Ahmad.
Well, there you go.
And he's a Vikings fan.
Is he a poet?
No, that's not true. Is that for
I
real?
swear to God.
That's incredible.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, because those aren't common names, really.
No. His name is Rashad Ahmad.
That's
And
And he's a
sorry to
Vikings
interrupt
fan.
your power rankings here, right?
But it's okay. I got them written down so that way I know where to go back to. Anyway, Green Bay fell down to 8. New Orleans with what they should have done. They should have beat the Bears. They moved up 1 spot to 9. Colts handled the Detroit toilets pretty well.
That's not saying much, man.
41-21. You've thrown up 41 points in the NFL. That's a lot of points. You move up to 10 in my rankings. The 49ers dropped to 11. Arizona Cardinals remained stagnant, so I kept them at 12. They didn't win. They didn't lose. They had a bye.
So you have 12. You don't have
Arizona
like
Cardinals.
You don't have 15. You don't
No,
have
I'm
10.
I'm going
you
down
have
to
12.
15. Can I finish?
Oh,
thank you. If you pay attention every week, I do a top 15.
Mm-hmm.
At 13,
it was 10.
At 13, a difficult loss to an up-and-coming team when I've been telling everybody they're going to be good.
I'm trying to tell them.
The Rams lose. They're dropping, Jay. And your prediction of them winning that division is not going to come true.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Another team I thought had a nice road victory, so they move up into the top 15. The Vegas Raiders back again in the top 15. I'll give them that. And moving into the top 15, Jay. For the first time this year.
If he says Cincinnati, I'm gonna freaking freak.
It is the Miami Dolphins.
Bye.
Didn't
Man,
I
I
pick
tell you what.
I picked them.
We did pick them. Tua, he looked good.
You actually, Cal, were one of the only ones that didn't pick him. If you had,
yeah,
you would have had second place all to yourself.
Yeah. I distinctly remember
But you
giving me
didn't. You
crap
picked
for
the
picking
Rams.
the Dolphins.
Yeah, I picked the Rams because they just beat the mess out of the Bears.
Well, guess what? They got the mess beat out of them by the Dolphins. The Dolphins are
Dolphins
good.
are trash.
Dolphins are not
Don't
trash.
try to
You gotta
convince.
pay
Don't try to
attention.
convince me.
Well, watch when they start winning
I
a
said
lot of
what I
games.
said.
All right, you say what you say, but you better pay attention to what they're doing with their draft picks because they got a lot.
Are their
they
draft
got a lot
picks
more
playing? Are
coming.
they playing this year?
Yeah,
Their draft picks are playing this year.
yeah, yeah, Cal.
Get out of here, man.
Rams got to figure out some things.
Yeah, they do.
Let's see. They've drafted number 5 overall. Tua Tagovailoa. He started this week. Just so you know, just trying to help you out.
I would like everybody to know that Troy writes all these down, and his handwriting is so much nicer than any female I've ever seen.
Thank you. Austin
Explains
Jackson, starting on the starting on offensive tackle, started this week.
Can't even read my own handwriting.
Let's see. They traded that guy, but yes, they are starting. I can't read that because I can't read. Oh,
would you like some help?
well, that one I wrote kind of sideways, so I can't read it. But I'm pretty sure if he's a wideout, I think he started too.
Nobody cares about the Dolphins, bro.
It's okay. You care all you not.
Dolphins.
Care what you want.
Care all I not.
But here's what's going to happen next year. They get 2 first rounds and 2 second rounds. And that team's going to get even better.
Matthew said, look out for Minnesota. Their next 5 games are a cakewalk. They could go on a run.
Let's see what he has.
Said no one ever.
No, Erickson usually knows what he's talking about.
Said Matthew Erickson.
Yeah, hold on a second. If anything moves or whatever else, let's see.
They got Detroit at home, and then they're at Chicago.
That's not a cakewalk.
No.
They got Dallas at home.
Yeah.
That's a cakewalk. Carolina at home.
That's not a cakewalk.
It's not hard either. Jacksonville at home.
Cakewalk.
And then they got to go to Tampa. That's tough. But Chicago then at home, at New Orleans, at Detroit to close out the season. They could easily win the next 5 games.
I have them.
Right now they're 2-5. Is that correct?
Yeah. No, they're 2-6. 2-6.
Are they, Jay?
We're on week 9. We're on week 9.
Yeah, but they could have had their bye already.
2-5. 2-5.
Yeah,
they're 2-5.
2-5. Okay.
So, right. So if they win their next 5, that makes them 7-5, and then they're in playoff contention.
And I have them at 9-7 on the season, and they could easily pull that off. Yeah, they're going into the game because Green Bay was 5-1, they were 1-5, so that moves them to 2-5.
They're not winning that division.
I mean, that would. What happened? I thought I had Zimmer in my crosshairs and being fired. Now all of a sudden,
you kind of big victory against.
That was I have to win this or I'm gonna lose my job game.
I think I've been saying that for how many days now?
If I don't win against a rival, I'm out.
But I had Green Bay. That's the other. And honestly, it is spooky to see Lambeau without fans.
I know.
It's spooky to see
weird.
all of it.
Hey, it was silent.
I'd
Just
rather
quiet.
see. Yeah, I'd rather see cardboard cutouts though. Like it was spooky.
Yeah, it was just empty.
Yeah,
you didn't even have cutouts.
How can you get excited for that?
I don't know.
Can't.
You got to feel. Have you ever been up to Lambeau? Anybody?
Yes.
To where?
I have.
Lambeau?
Yeah, I have.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been inside of it. I've
fantastic.
seen out from outside.
All right, so outside, I mean, you got that little
stadium.
neighborhood and stuff. But I mean, all those people, they seasonally have people come and park and pay for parking and all that. I mean, there's a bar that's right outside there. All the seasonal business that thing does.
Yep.
I mean, that's gone. That's got to hurt.
Oh yeah.
How many people depend on that?
Think about Chicago. Think about like
Wrigley area, Wrigleyville itself.
Well,
yeah, same thing there.
I love how we always just because it's as much as much as I try to not do it, I wake up every day going, "Crap, we're going to talk about COVID again."
Well, it's kind of a part of life right now.
I know.
Unfortunately,
and now we have a third wave, and
a third wave.
It's going. I'm telling you, it's going to shut down sports again.
Mm-hmm.
The NBA will be the first on the docket on the offseason to see if they can actually start it get it up and going without fans there. But yeah, this is. I mean, it's creepy. Like I said, no fans there. But the Super Bowl said that they're going to have 20%.
Yeah.
Is that it? So I think up to like 30,000 fans or something like that they're going to allow into now. But I mean, we're already planning so far ahead. But like I said, it's all supposed to go away on Wednesday, right, Bomber?
Well, the trickle down is gonna start to decline on Wednesday, but I foresee kids being back in school full time after Christmas. I feel like that a lot of
so
things,
the second semester.
Yeah, I think a lot of things are gonna be exposed that people aren't ready to hear, but it's gonna happen.
What, like what?
Well, I'm not gonna get into it on the radio, but I will tell you on break time.
It's a secret.
Oh yeah,
sweet. I just heard expose.
There's going to be a lot of people exposed.
Like an expose?
Like crimes against humanity.
Okay.
So, no, I did like what I saw out of Miami, though, T-Roy. And I like that you put them in your top 15.
Totally liked it.
And it shows that they, I guess, what would be trust the process.
And they are now, what, 4-3?
Trust the process and
right?
and Fitzpatrick, obviously it was a...
I don't trust Fitzpatrick as far as I can throw him.
Well, that's why they benched
why
him
they benched
for Tua. I
That's
mean,
what I mean,
but you can reach out and I don't know. You can try to find if I don't even think he's on. They're not going to trade him, but there might be teams out there looking for. When we talked about
he's a great
your Dallas
backup.
team, yeah. There's a reason why he's nicknamed either Fitz Tragic or Fitz Magic.
Yeah, 4-3, man.
You know, you don't know what you're going to get on any given Sunday out of him.
Right.
So, no, Tampa Bay looks good right now. If we're halfway through the season, you have your power rankings. You think Steelers are now the Chiefs, T-Roy, to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl?
I think the Steelers have everything it takes to take the Chiefs down because what you're going to have to do is keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands.
Which they can't do.
And the Steelers can because they have the running game. And if they have to get into a situation where they're playing a little bit of touchdown for touchdown, they have the firepower to do it. They would be the one team I think that for sure can take down the Chiefs.
Steelers have the receivers.
Yeah, say
they have big receivers.
They're good top to bottom. I mean,
they got Terminator, John Connor.
The interception return for a touchdown yesterday by that's the guy that came in to replace Devin Bush. I'm bringing this guy up like a bunch, and now I can't think of his name. It's a really weird last name. It's like
facilities.
It's like facilities. But anyway, I'll remember it. It'll pop in my head. But anyway, this guy, that linebacker, just came in and has been rocking it. He's the guy that stopped the dude from the Titans at the goal line.
Henry?
Yeah. He, boom, bam, stopped him. Then he had a return pick six against Lamar Jackson yesterday. I mean, the Steelers are that good. I mean, the Chiefs still have the
Chiefs are better.
Well, your opinion, the Chiefs are still good. The Chiefs are very, very good.
Chiefs are not just good; they're better than the Steelers.
No, they're not. Right now, they're not.
Yes, they is.
Well, the record doesn't show that right now.
Oh, the record's
They
wrong.
lost
the
to
record's
Las
wrong.
Vegas.
And then
They
the
have
other
an off game.
two
Everybody has a
teams,
bad day,
the other
okay?
two teams I feel that are the creams rising to the crop are the Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks.
I agree with that.
Sure.
So we'll see.
But the Chiefs are going to kill the Steelers.
I can't wait for that game.
I'll bet you $100.
What? When it happens,
That the Chiefs will the Chiefs against Steelers will win.
Well, the Chiefs are going to have to make it that far in the playoffs.
They will.
Because as of right now, the Steelers have the home field
Can't
advantage.
wait for that. Do you guys remember when I said I do?
I do.
You guys remember when I said?
Yeah.
I remember. I do.
So, did you guys see John Lester in his tweet over the
Yes.
weekend?
He was buying
I
everybody
didn't.
drinks.
Yep.
Do you want to guess how much he spent?
He owes us drinks. Right?
I want to say almost $15,000.
Did you say 15?
15,000.
50.
Or did it get more?
No, it's more.
50,000.
So anyway, John Lester, he's a free agent. They don't know what the future is going to be with him and the Cubs, but he said he wanted to go out on a high note, right? So he sent out a tweet, and he said that he was kind of coming up with some type of idea for the fans. So a couple buddies were talking, and this is what he sent out. Regardless of what's next, I want to thank the fans for the past 6 years. So this weekend, I'm buying y'all my favorite beer. So make a reservation at Hopsmith Chicago, Lodge Tavern, Butch McGuire, Shenanigans, whatever. And your first Miller Lite is on me, which Miller Lite probably should kick in something here. But tell him to put it on John's tab. He did it.
Mm-hmm.
People went in, and he spent $47,000.
I said 50.
That's a good call, kid.
That's nothing to him.
It's actually 31 of it was on Miller Lights. He tipped $16,000.
Ooh.
See, I just
So
saw.
he did 50%.
I saw 4 receipts, and so I thought they added up to like 15.
Wait,
So maybe
You're right, because remember I told you the 4 different places. He just posted on here each one of them. He went and paid each one of them out.
Okay, wait. Let's
So
do
yeah.
the math. 47,000 divided by what? $4, we'll say on average. Miller Lite.
In Chicago?
No,
Yeah.
it's 31,000 in Miller Lights. All right, the other 16 comes from
Divide that by
gratuity.
5.
All right, 31,000 divided by 5.
Yeah, at least
That's
5.
6,200 beers he bought.
Wow, it's pretty cool.
It sounds like a typical Saturday. for
Yeah.
me.
So I don't know
So
what's
now
going to happen.
now he's Chicago's favorite.
Yeah. He turned down $25 million option to the Cubs over the weekend, but there's still a chance he could come back. And we all know he's David Ross's favorite, so
Yeah.
it's very possible that he will come back. But the $25 million, I mean, I guess
thought
he
I
could.
just read that he's signing a 1-year deal with the Braves.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that was just speculation.
I
was on break. I was just kind of.
I hope he does.
Don't say that.
I hope a lot, because I hope a lot of people do the Bauer route. I like 10-year deals never work out very well.
Okay.
Right? But Trevor Bauer is like, I'm going to just sign 1-year deal every single year and bank on myself every year. So I hope Lester does do a 1-year deal.
You're going to make more that way. You're going to get taxed less as well.
You are going to make more that way.
Yeah.
But what the people want is they want the guaranteed money, or some people want to be in the area.
That's smart though. You can renegotiate every year too.
Mm-hmm. But if you're like Trevor Bauer, doesn't have a wife, doesn't have kids, he can.
Why?
No, because he doesn't want.
Is he uggo?
Nope. He flat out. You've got. Listen to me, Bomber. You've got to check out Trevor
those
Bauer.
Two things hold you back.
Look at this kid's face. He is serious about baseball.
I'm Trevor Bauer.
The fact that he doesn't want a wife or kids is going to make me want him more. So I'm not even going to look him up.
We'll tell you.
Like I always want what I can't have.
We'll say we are going to be. He's like gone on. There's like you can look it up. He said like we can hang out, lady friend, but we are not. We are not boyfriend girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
We are not Facebook official. We are not getting engaged till my career is over. And the moment you start,
there'll be no
the
tweets
moment
on
you start
about me.
catching feelings, we are done.
He sounds like me.
That is, and the thing he also does in
In male
career,
form.
he does the exact same thing
Good for him.
to professional baseball franchises. Says
for
the
him.
moment you want to become
Till
long term,
some female
we are
traps
out.
him, and then it's dun dun dun.
Has an agreement with his buddy that if I sign a multi-year deal, you get to punch me in the privates. I think shoot him with a paintball in the privates.
That would
I
really
volunteer
hurt.
as
That could ruin
trivia.
your privates.
I volunteer as
This
trivia.
guy's Trevor's nuts, and I love it.
Yeah, that's the spot he said.
He's
Have you seen-
crazy and he
shoot right in
doesn't
the
want a
nuts.
female.
Wait, have you seen his
I'm
face?
just-
He looks like Jay Cutler that plays baseball.
Oh,
Jay Cutler looks sick to me. He looks.
That's what he looks
He
like.
looks sickly, like a
That's what dude looks
like a
like.
premature baby. That's what Jay Cutler looks like to me.
yeah.
Is that wrong?
So that's a cool story for Lester. I don't know. I didn't read anything about that T-Roy about him being in Atlanta, but
that might have been a speculation by somebody. That's why I don't want to say it's for sure.
An opinion piece, maybe.
Was it on,
Cubs did
was
pick
it
up
on
the
ESPN?
option over Rizzo.
Was it on Fox?
I don't know.
Was it on no Fox?
Was it on any major media outlet that does sports?
So what do you think, T-Roy? What do you think was the biggest, before we go to break,
Yeah.
the biggest story on ESPN Talking Head shows this morning?
The biggest story on ESPN's Talking Head shows this morning would have been. Oh, it's probably. I know what it was.
What?
It's why did Danucci start for the Cowboys and not Colin Kaepernick?
No.
It
It's
wasn't?
it's the whole Patriots thing and blowing up and how they haven't drafted
So they
well.
can't celebrate the Steelers being 7-0?
No.
They got to talk about
They
Bill
got-
Belichick?
Yep. Yeah,
And
it
the,
was
the demise of Belichick?
And Stephen A. yelled at Dan Orlovsky,
Of
which,
course
by the
he
way,
did.
Orlovsky called the Iowa game, and I thought of you. But Stephen A. yelled at him, and then Max Kellerman got in there, and he said, "You guys are all crazy. The Patriots aren't dead." And they questioned Dan Orlovsky, who then turned around and said, "Like, I actually played quarterback, and I played football."
did he? Not
so
well,
it was
though.
a lot of
He
fun
was
this morning.
terrible.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun this
He
morning.
didn't play
That's
quarterback
like
very well.
That's like Chris Collinsworth talking about some. I played professional football, dude. You were third string wide receiver. I thought you were a kicker.
Well, what was Colin Kaepernick though?
I think I might have found
I don't know where
Jay.
Kaepernick
Hold on.
He wasn't
I
first
feel
string.
like I'm coming up on it.
No.
No starter.
Anyway, we got to take a break, and then when we come back, we got to do guess the lines for Week 9. So we got to pull all that stuff.
So
fun stuff
what
up.
is MLBTR? This is from Jared Carabas, who is a unbiased national baseball journalist.
Sure.
Works at Barstool, blah, 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 blah. Okay?
He said, sure.
Sure.
He's saying MLBTR also has John Lester going to the Braves on a 1-year, $5 million deal. If that's all it takes to get Lester, which is less
million,
than
but he turned down
He turned down a
million.
$25 million
Yeah,
deal.
he's not going to take a $5 million.
That's
deal.
not.
I'm just saying this is a rumor then, so it's
Okay.
not confirmed.
Yeah, I
Left
read
more
that.
money on the okay, Lester considered one of the best free agent signings the city has ever had. He left more money on the table to sign a 6-year, $155 million deal with the Cubs before the 2015 season. He turned down a $25 million option on his contract over the weekend. Yeah, that guy, he's unbiased or whatever else, but come on. It says here Lester, this is on ESPN.com, by the way. It says here Lester has said he wants to stay a Cub because he wants to win his 200th career game as a Cub, and he only needs 7 more victories. And then the quote in this article, I know there is some doubt as far as the money that's out there, but I would like to think we can definitely get this thing done. I think it's going to be a long off season for everybody, is what he said.
So he had the option on this contract.
Yeah, he's going to want 20. He's going to want 30. 1 year deal. Yeah, he's going to make more than $5 million. Yeah. He ain't getting 30.
I got news for him.
No, I got news for him. All right. We got to take a break. ESPN
it's like that
1170.
comedian guy getting Leah's number. Ain't happening. What?
Oh, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, when's he coming back through town? Soon. Yeah. He has not hit you up on any.
I haven't.
She's
I'm
banned
blocked.
in the USA, dude.
Yeah.
Banned in the USA. All right. Front Street Brewery is the oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, nestled right along the bank of the mighty Mississippi in downtown Davenport. Been there since 1992, serving great beers like the Davenport Gold, the Wide Sky, the Raging River, and the very popular Cherry Bomb Blonde. You can find all their food and drink specials on their Facebook page or go to www.frontstreetbrew.com. Remember, the restaurant is located at 208 East River Drive, and the tap room is in the Freight House Complex. So please, get down there today and try some brew or try some food at our friends from Front Street Brewery.
You like that? You like that? Woo! Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
This is Coach A.C. Earl. Don't hassle us, we're local.
The Circle Tap in Davenport is your place to catch all the action this football season. Enjoy $2 cans for every Iowa and Iowa State game and watch every NFL game with the NFL Sunday Ticket on one of their 16 flat-screen TVs. Get $2 domestic cans and $6 pulled pork sandwiches and fries every Sunday. Book your holiday party now and enjoy the heated patio for your next event. Enjoy great food, great drinks, and great friends all season long at the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
Janae and Golick Jr.
Janae, through all of, Russell Wilson, we know he's a lot, from Mr. Unlimited to the weird video announcing his contract staying in Seattle, the bubble water, his bad dance moves behind Sierra's music videos. Through all of it, he's still winning. I would trust him and Tyler Lockett with my PIN number, with any amount of money that I needed in my life. These guys are the surest bet in pro sports right now, and it's nice. We always like to say give people flowers while they can still smell them. Russell Wilson has been this quarterback. This is not a new version of him as far as I'm concerned, but it's a new version of this team putting its offense in his hands. He's getting all of the conversation around him and his ability that he's richly deserved for a while. And so in the interest of giving people their flowers, I'm really happy to see this on a fundamental level for a guy who's been playing this kind of ball and been meaning this kind to his team.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
This year's been quite the doozy. Make life fun again with Boozy's Bar and Grill. Boozy's is known for their delicious food, drinks, and friendly atmosphere. And if your mom told you you've got talent, well, come prove it every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. at Boozy's Karaoke. Check out the Quad City's newest hot spot, the 580 Social Club, above Boozy's every Saturday night with DJ Barry, a dance floor and cocktail lounge. Make plans to meet your friends at the 580 Social Club with DJ Barry this Saturday night, online at Boozy's.com or find him on Facebook.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Kendrick Perkins.
Max, you argued me down on First Take about how good of a player Chris Middleton was.
No, I didn't.
And I told you, yes, you did. And I told you that he wasn't that type of guy, right?
Just making
but he
stuff up
did
now?
play. Oh, I'm making stuff up. Do
I argued for Chris
Middleton?
Middleton. No, I said Chris Middleton should be at best the third best player on a championship team. You need another dude who can go get his own shot and do it on a higher level than Middleton if you want to pair him with Giannis to win a championship. I never said anything different than that. I wasn't thinking the Bucks were going to win a title this year. Come on.
Did you have the Bucks coming out of the East?
Yep. I sure did. Shut up, Perk. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
I've seen the worst things that can possibly happen. This isn't even close to that.
He's back on your radio.
Greeny.
I have always felt basketball is a game where the team that is the best player wins. The Lakers would have the 2 best players.
Greeny, covering the top stories with the biggest names. Plus, breaking news.
Only in football do we wonder this aloud, and I just thought it was worth spelling out all of the ways in which Brady changed everything.
Greeny, weekdays at 11 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
When Jerry and I first got married and had kids, we worked opposite shifts to care for our boys and to make ends meet. Jerry is a cop, and me as a reporter for the local paper. I'm Sherry Bustos, and every day I think about the people who are working, sometimes double shifts, just to make it. We've spent our lives here, working to improve our community. That's why I ran for Congress, and why I've worked across party lines to get results, like passing a better trade deal for farmers, and delivering for our part of the state, helping create hundreds of jobs at the Thompson Prison and Rockford International Airport, bringing home hundreds of millions of dollars for the Rock Island Arsenal, and saving the Peoria Ag Lab from closure. 80% of my votes have been bipartisan, supported by Republicans and Democrats, because that's how you get things done. I'm Sherry Bustos, running for Congress, and I approve this message because I'll never quit fighting for you. Paid for by Friends of Sherry Bustos.
On your radio, on your phone, on Alexa. This is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, we are back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish, and you're listening to Don't Hassle, it's a local AM 1170. Wanted to get to our pick 6, Jay Bird. We forgot about all that.
Yeah, go for it.
Over the weekend, Bomb, Cal, Jay, and Troy gave you their pick 6 against the odds, and oh boy, Cal, you and I lost miserably, bud. 2 wins among us.
Yeah,
Leah got 3. And thank God for Jay Foster, because if you listen to him, Quad City's the last 2 weeks, he's been 5-1 and 4-2, winning you money day in and day out.
Yep.
Yep.
Jay, app developer Foster.
Jay, app developer Foster.
Funny that you mentioned it. Jake was texting me, asking me what time. He said, "What time this week? What day?" He was
Look at that
texting me
segue.
on the air, and he said, "What day?" And I said, "Definitely not Tuesday." Does not work. So.
Definitely not Tuesday.
So, yeah. So the pick 6 went pretty well. I don't know. I felt good about him.
You feel confident?
I actually thought I did better than 4-2. I guess I.
Well, we go through. All right. Pitt, Baltimore. Cal and Bomb took Baltimore. Jay and I took Pittsburgh. They won, and they were getting 4.
Mm-hmm.
We all took Green Bay, and we all took Kansas City. So we all got one wrong, and all got one right. And then we all took Buffalo, but they did not cover the spread. It was -4. They won by 3. And then we split. 2 of us took New Orleans. 2 of us took Chicago. New Orleans won, but did not cover the spread. So Jay and Bomb got that right with Chicago. And then Seattle won, and they covered the spread. And 3 of you took Chicago, and I took San Fran.
That's where I am. That's where I went off the rails, whatever else. I'm trying to look up a actual projected.
You lost Buffalo and Green Bay.
Before we went to break, we were talking about Lester, and ESPN.com has ranked all the free agents here. I'm trying to see what they have projected for him, what he left on the table, what he walked away from. But maybe I'm just not seeing it all the way here. They have the number 1 free agent right now for Major League Baseball to be JT Realmuto, the catcher of the Phillies. George Springer, number 2.
He doesn't have water. His beard's gone, so when he drips water, there's nothing to catch it. So it's just all over the.
Oh man, yeah. For those who are watching on Facebook Live, and thanks for tuning in, T-Ray shaved his beard.
It's so weird. He looks like a baby.
I hate it so much.
He looks like a baby.
He looks like a baby that was full grown when he came out.
He does.
Baby, yeah.
The things he does for Halloween and his family.
You know who he looks like?
Who?
From A League of Their Own. The little kid.
Great.
Stewell?
Fat little kid now.
What is his name?
I don't know.
Come
I can't remember.
on.
You're gonna live.
You're gonna
Oh, his name was something Darling.
Stewart.
No, I thought it was
No,
Stewell. Stewell. Or
we
actually
had Stillwell Darling.
Stewell, yeah.
Stillwell.
The things that you do at the conversations that you can have at a bar, and one of them yesterday actually was about that movie.
I love that movie. One of my favorites.
I think it's in the top 5 most overrated baseball movies.
You would
Would you
because
say
you don't have good
overrated?
taste. You
Overrated,
also watch
yeah.
Big Brother and
Why
Bachelor.
would you say overrated? It was, first off, they don't
doesn't have to be a
First
thing.
off, they don't consider it a
And Jay
baseball
is the-
movie, but it's a baseball movie.
It's a war movie. It's a baseball,
baseball
movie.
movie.
It's a women's
It's about
rights
women playing
movie.
baseball. That is a baseball
There is
movie.
more to it. It's a women's rights movie. It's a wartime movie. It's a war loss movie. It's a comedy. It's a drama.
I don't like Rookie of the Year. I don't like Little Big
Rookie of the
League.
Year, don't even put that in the same
You know what else
category.
I don't like? What? You can walk away, do whatever else. I just don't.
walk away.
Who watch Angels in the Outfield?
What? How are you comparing that to a timeless classic like like this one?
You don't like Rookie of the Year.
No. Gosh, no. I actually don't.
You don't like baseball.
I do like baseball. I like.
He doesn't like good
You like
TV.
it. You don't love it.
He watches The Bachelor and Big Brother. I don't need to say
That's
anything else.
Nothing to do with it. That's just stuff in the
It has
background.
to do with your. Jay's the type of guy to be like Rookie
Rookie
Redemption
of the
was
Year?
overrated.
It's okay.
That was. He said
Who doesn't
Shawshank.
like Rookie of the Year?
He said Shawshank Redemption was okay. It was just okay.
It's good.
He's the one that said John Travolta could be Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Barbarino.
I like John Travolta more than I like Tom Hanks. No thanks, Tom
Well,
Hanks.
I do now too.
Yeah, no
after I know
thanks.
about his extracurriculars, but yeah.
Someone said Chelsea Getch said she was like baseball movie highlighting oppression.
Yeah, well, in different ways.
Yes.
It's sexism.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah, she's right.
yeah, she's right.
Good one.
There's so much more to that movie than just baseball. It deals with the loss and how women
Stupid
suffer.
is as stupid does, Miss Blue.
Bucksy chocolates, eh?
It's just, and you know what else? Another unpopular opinion?
Those look like comfortable shoes.
What?
The whole thing started yesterday. The whole conversation started because I got frustrated because I went to and looked in the mirror and I was like, I look like Squints from Sandlot. And
Wendy
then someone said
Peppercorn.
something, and I don't really like the movie Sandlot.
How do you not like Sandlot?
What is wrong with you?
What's so great about it?
You are crazy! You're killing me, Smalls.
So that's where the whole conversation
Yo, here it
started,
is.
and then it.
Jay
blew up
Foster said he don't like Sandlot.
He's just jealous because he couldn't take.
You
on,
don't like baseball, sir.
He couldn't take on the big dog. He would
There's a
have
lot
he
of
would have left
flaws
the
to that
ball.
movie.
This is
He would have left the ball in the
preposterous.
backyard and said, "Let's go home, guys."
There's a lot of flaws to that movie.
There's a lot of
Oh
flaws.
my God! It's a kids movie.
Kind of a kids fun feel
It's a
movie.
classic, like the Goonies. It's a classic.
No, I like the
It's
Goonies.
kind of like, all right,
It's
you
a
know what?
classic.
I'm going to tell you exactly what Sandlot is. Sandlot is the Christmas story.
I'm over that one.
It's a story being told about old timey stuff that happened, and they glamorize it and the dog was always bigger than it was. And
Right,
they-
exactly.
but that's
and
how
they
kids
said it was
see it.
mean, and it wasn't mean.
Right, but
and
that's
it
how
was
kids
actually
see
nice dog.
things.
Right.
And then who is the guy? His voice sounds exactly.
James Earl Jones.
He sounds exactly like my grandfather.
James Earl Jones.
Exactly. Every time I hear his voice in a movie, I'm like, oh my
He
god.
was Darth Vader.
He sounds just like my grandpa. That
Your
passed.
grandfather's Darth Vader?
No, his voice. James Earl Jones sounds just. My grandpa sounded just like. him.
Kylo Ren over here.
Last time we met, I was the learner,
He
but now
really
I
did.
am
Let me
the
find a
master.
video of his voice, and you guys are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh."
I mean, I feel like we've talked about all this stuff before. Like
We ain't never talked about you not liking Sandlot.
Yeah.
There's some things. I mean, there's just some
I'm
movies that
re-questioning our friendship.
instead of everyone say like, "Oh, this is the best one ever," like sometimes it just you have an unpopular opinion. It's okay. I don't think The Sandlot is great.
It's a classic, though. It doesn't have to be great to be. What about? And you said Shawshank Redemption's just okay.
No, I like it. I if it's on TNT, which it is all the time, I'd leave it on.
But The Bachelor and Big Brother, those are must-sees.
I have not watched The Bachelor this season at all. The Bachelorette at all.
Oh, you watched
and Big
that
Brother's
too?
completely different, and that is a competition, a live competition that
Right.
that is on.
Go
3
ahead
days.
and mark your things,
Right.
Sonny.
Would you rather watch Big Brother or The Bachelor, or would you rather watch Shawshank Redemption?
I'd rather watch Big Brother.
Okay, see, there we go. That's it. That's all you need to know about Jay Foster. Right?
Wow. I know what happens at the end of these movies or whatever else, but Big Brother, I don't know. Which, by the way, good job, Cody. He was 9-0, and now I need to he's on the jury vote. So, but good job by him, which is probably one of the second best games I've ever seen played. So,
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Yeah.
Talk about me.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, speaking about being a man, being 40,
Yeah.
should we do our guess the lines?
Yes.
I'd love to. You got to pull up the
Segue,
lines?
segue.
Oh, you
Okay,
need to-
I'll do
You
it.
gonna pull them up?
Just go to our friends at EliteSportsbook.com and pull it up. We're going to, yeah.
No, I'm not. Every time I go there, it's not.
Well, that's one time, but yes, we're going
Okay, let's
to.
try it. At least for a buck.
You do that while I get it going here. So we do this every Monday, and we want you to play along on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. Go ahead and guess the lines with us, but it's me versus T-Roy. Every Monday we look at the lines, the games, and we guess, and we say, what is Vegas going to have this at? We are tied right now, 4-4 through 8 weeks. And Cal, you can play along with us as well. I'm just not going to, if you happen to, I'm not going to hang up your...
We're doing week 2?
Week
No, wait,
9.
9. My bad.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So,
I knew that.
yeah, this is it. All right.
Don't look
Week
at me.
9, guess the lines. I don't like my list, but okay.
So right off the bat, you don't like it?
Let's just start right away. Let's go. Thursday night.
Green Bay at San Francisco. Jaybird, what do you got?
Okay, short week. Obviously, the world's going to burn, but short for Green Bay, short for San Francisco. Oh, it's so annoying.
Wait, you said Green Bay at San Francisco?
Yeah.
I got.
Don't say anything yet.
No, I have it at the Patriots. So hold on. See, it's not up to.
Okay.
Why does this always happen?
I don't know.
Because
I'll
I don't
pull
think
it
you
up.
know how to Google things.
I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up.
If it isn't some sort of political thing, you can't Google it.
Okay, maybe
I'm
you might
totally
have
convinced
you
of
might
that.
have a you might have a point.
I'm totally convinced of that.
She goes, you might have a
You might have a
point.
point.
The search engine is like,
Wait,
we
if
recognize
Leah's thing
this.
is, if it isn't political search engine, it goes off the rails and she
I don't
can't
use
do
Google. I use DuckDuckGo. So there you go.
it. And there we have it.
Oh,
Everybody
man, not sponsor our show. All right.
explains a ton of stuff.
I love you so much.
I love you so much more, though. Now you can put it back to the comments, and we can.
They're killing me.
Did you find
They're
it?
killing me.
Wait. Oh no, that's.
You know what? I got it already.
Okay,
Look it
thank
up
you.
for me
Anyway,
and I'll
I've got
read it.
San Francisco -3. The good old fashioned. I'm at home. Green Bay's good. You're good. Missionary position. San Fran
With the lights
-3.
on. Give it to me.
You're the opposite.
Are they
So-
eye to
so
eye?
I know how to scroll.
Yeah, eye to eye with the lights off.
So what did you get, Jay?
I gave
I'm sorry.
San Francisco -3.
So did I. So we're gonna tie. What is it though, Leah?
It is San Francisco plus 2.5.
Wait, Green Bay's favored on the road?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's.
What'd you have, Cal?
I think he wrote it down.
Oh, you're not guessing them?
I don't know if he wrote it down. Do you want to guess with us? The lines?
What is it?
It's
Green
gambling.
Bay, it's Green Bay -2.5.
No, but what's the site say?
That site doesn't have it up.
Oh, it doesn't have it up.
Leah's
Oh, okay.
pulling it up right
She
now.
got it right now, yeah.
Leah's pulling it up now from
So-
from basically CBS Sports.
I'll do -2.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
it's passed. That game's passed.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Now Sunday games.
All right, Denver at Atlanta.
Uh-huh. This is a typical Atlanta line. Atlanta is usually at home. They're favored anywhere from 1 to 3. So guess what I did?
What'd you do?
Atlanta -2.
I got Atlanta's -2.5.
And Troy takes this one because it's Atlanta -4. Hot Atlanta.
That's too many. That's too many. I
He doesn't like
guarantee
to
you.
lose. He
Atlanta
doesn't
can
like
win that. They're not going to win that by 4. So
You tell him, Jay.
I don't know if Atlanta wins that at all. But
I don't
they're
either.
favored by 4.
I don't either. That's the thing. That's it. All right. So Troy gets that.
Troy mumble.
This one gets a little bit goofy.
This one
The
is
next
going to be
game.
fun here. Seattle at Buffalo.
All right.
Seattle -3.
Ooh, Jay, what do you got?
It's fair. Because I do think Seattle is the better team on a neutral site, but I gave 3 points because it is in Buffalo, so I changed this to a pick.
I got Seattle -4.
Okay, you've got Seattle favored. You've got -3. I've got it at a pick. Tell me I'm right.
Buffalo plus 2.5.
So it's Seattle -2, right?
And a half.
It's Seattle -2.5. Yeah.
Yes. That's not
Oh,
how
I
they
got it.
listed on this, though.
You got it.
Well, I'm 4, so that's 1.5 away from 2.5, and you're even, so that's 2.5 from 2.5.
That's not how that works.
That's how it works. He's
Yeah,
Is
right.
that how it works?
Yeah, that's how
He
it
did the
works.
maths. That's correct.
See, I didn't like this week at all.
You don't? I mean,
Nope.
we're only 3 games into it. It's only 2 to
Well, I'm going to make a run right now.
Okay. Gosh, I hate it when you get so depressed.
All right.
Chicago at Tennessee.
Tennessee off a loss.
-1.
Who?
Tennessee.
That's it?
Yep.
You're crazy.
You out your mind.
You are
I think he's crazy.
-1.
What do you got, Jay?
I got Tennessee -7.
I got -6.5.
Oh boy, oh boy. If this is like a 5.5, I'm going to kick something.
It's Tennessee -6.
Oh, that's so annoying.
He's going to kick something.
Yeah, he's
That
gonna
is so
he's gonna fight you in the parking lot.
Y'all think
So,
Tennessee?
hey, by the way,
Y'all think Tennessee's gonna whip on the Bears?
Speaking of kicking things, I said before, because I was so remember. Let's go. I'm going to tell a quick story. Remember, like when Iowa was going to go play Purdue, and I was like, I'm just not excited because I don't trust that it's going to happen, the process or anything.
Yeah.
And then Wisconsin got shut down for the COVID, and I thought Iowa has a chance to win the West. So I like woke up on Saturday like, go Hawks, yeah, rah, 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 getting everyone all excited in my house and everything. And then I said to my daughter, I go, if Iowa doesn't win, I'm going to kick the dog. And she made me compromise. She goes, you got to kick the boy. And I go, fine, Ben, I would be nervous if I was you because I can't. She said I can't kick the dog, so I get to kick the boy. And I thought for sure, I thought he was going to be okay. Like, I thought I was going to win. It didn't happen.
Did you kick the boy?
I'm going to when I get home now.
Poor Ben.
Ben, run!
Run, buddy.
Run, Ben.
All right, Baltimore at Indianapolis.
I think I'm way too low on this one.
I think I might be too. What do you got, Cal Reed?
-2 Baltimore.
That's exactly what I have, too. I have Baltimore -2 on the road in Indy.
I got Baltimore -2.5.
It's Baltimore -3.
I'm getting really tired of writing your name down on this sheet of paper.
I feel like the bearer of bad news for Jay today.
Right now, you have been. All right, this is a tough one, Jay.
It is because they're talking about McCaffrey coming back.
Well, either way, Carolina is traveling to Kansas City to take on Leah's Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Cal Reed?
-10 Kansas City.
It's funny you say that. I got -10 Kansas City.
Nice.
Oh, is it?
Jay, what do you have?
Is it nice, Bomber?
It's
Are you
nice.
projecting something?
Not at all. I haven't even looked at the score. Okay, I haven't even looked at the prediction. I'm just saying, if you root for my team, then it's nice.
I've got Kansas City -9.
Well, it's Kansas City -12.
Eeh.
This is a good old-fashioned butt whooping.
I'm scared.
12's good.
Somebody gonna walk me to my car with this?
Yeah.
Is
It's fine. It's all fine.
He said it's fine.
No, it's good. Yeah, fine.
I have pepper spray on my keychain, Jay.
All right, this one's interesting
This
to me.
is tricky.
You got Detroit at Minnesota. Cal Reed. Let me see how tricky it is.
Even?
So you got to pick them?
Yeah.
Jay, I got Minnesota -4.
Eeh.
So do I.
So we're going to tie, but what is it?
It's Minnesota -3.5.
Gosh darn it.
We are good.
We are pretty good at this.
We are good at this.
You wasn't good last week.
I like how Joe said. Jay says "we"
Yeah, wasn't
when
good
he gets
last
one
week.
right.
No, I like when we're actually like that close. Like it's that's the only thing. Like
I like it when we're.
I mean, you
winning.
can listen to this show 5 days out of the week, but Monday is probably the day when we're actually the most accurate. The rest of it, we're just idiots.
Yeah.
So, like,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yay us.
All right, the Giants at the Redskins. Dumpster fire v. dumpster fire.
Oh boy, is it ever.
Calvin, which dumpster do you choose?
New York -1.
Jay?
No. New York is not -1.
You keep saying no to all this stuff and you don't get them right, Jay.
Washington -3.5.
I got Washington -3.
Washington -3.5.
Oh, look at Jay get one right on the
gets
head.
one.
Yay.
And a star too, Jay. Look at you.
Yay. Take off the pad.
Big Brother's a good show.
One more game before break.
One more game before break. The Houston Texans travel to Jacksonville.
Where did they go?
Jacksonville.
Okay.
We're gonna mess
What do you think, Cal?
around.
Houston -2.
Jay?
I have Jacksonville -4.5.
Wow, I got Houston -1.5.
It's Houston -6.5.
Oh my God!
I am way off.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
Jay.
remember when I said how remember I said we're really good at this?
I take it
Somebody,
one.
one person's good at
That
this.
one.
No. I'm telling you right now. Put Jacksonville in the. No, put Jacksonville in the.
You really
teaser
think
basket.
Jacksonville should
Yeah.
be favored by 4.5?
You don't know
makes
how
no
much I am
sense.
down on Houston. They're not good.
Well, they still
They're
have.
not
D-Dub gets
they're not
They didn't
bad.
trade. They didn't trade Fuller yet.
I know,
Right.
but D-Dub gets hit way too much. Johnson is not. The Cardinals made
Listen,
a good
I
trade.
think
The
6.5
Cardinals
is too many to give up. Too. I mean,
On the road.
Cal and I were right. All right.
on the road though, and Jacksonville. I mean, this is also coming from the same guy that said Jacksonville wouldn't win a home game all year long. So,
Maybe they'll win this one.
maybe. Yeah, well, we got to take our break, and then when we come back, we'll do the afternoon games and the Monday night game.
The voting is all over, Leah.
Is it?
Yep, everybody. Not the election, not the big one.
Okay, I was
Locals
getting
love
worried.
us voting.
I was like, what happened?
She would have ran out of here.
I know. What
What'd I miss?
Dude, you can't let me look at that. I
Oh,
might
sorry.
get in trouble.
She's like, no.
All right. I'm talking about Locals Love Us, man. Everybody put it in. So if
yeah.
you want to get your oil change, you want to get a tattoo, you want to ask someone where to spend your lunch money, Cal Reed, you don't have to do it on social media. Just go to Locals Love Us. They have
That's
a
right.
guide that's floating around a lot of businesses in the Quad Cities that you can peruse.
Yeah.
With a little table of contents. Help
You go to
find
the
what you're looking for.
QCA edition.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's right.
Or you go to localsloveus.com, click on Quad Cities, and browse your favorites.
That's right.
Very easy to use, Mr. Reed.
Yes, sir.
And they even rank the most popular places for you. So make sure you check it out, everybody. It's Locals Love Us. They're your guide to
the best.
You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Turk Wendell, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
Meet Carla.
Hi there.
Carla's 4 daughters keep her pretty busy.
Oops.
Casey's new curbside pickup makes life easier for Carla. Pizza! And saves her an extra trip to the grocery store. Now, you can add grocery items like bread, drinks, and snacks to your online pizza order, and we'll bring them right to your car with curbside pickup. And for a limited time, get 2 large single-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Casey's, here for convenience, here for new curbside pickup, here for good. Available at select locations only.
Due to COVID-19 and its unpredictability, Arrowhead will be postponing its auto auction until spring 2021. Please visit our website for more information and updates. arrowheadyouth.org. At Arrowhead, we believe if the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
Janae and Golick Jr.
Sinead, through listen, Russell Wilson, we know he's a lot, from Mr. Unlimited to the weird video announcing his contract staying in Seattle, the bubble water, his bad dance moves behind Sierra's music videos. Through all of it, he's still winning. I would trust him and Tyler Lockett with my PIN number, with any amount of money that I needed in my life. These guys are the surest bet in pro sports right now, and it's nice. We always like to say give people flowers while they can still smell them. Russell Wilson has been this quarterback. This is not a new version of him as far as I'm concerned, but it's a new version of this team putting its offense in his hands. He's getting all of the conversation around him and his ability that he's richly deserved for a while. And so in the interest of giving people their flowers, I'm really happy to see this like on a fundamental level for a guy who's been playing this kind of ball and been meaning this kind to his team.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
The victims of human trafficking are not who you think. In Iowa, it's more likely they live down the street. I'm Kelly Markey, director of Dorothy's House. Victims of exploitation go to high school with your child. They're the kids you see every day. To heal, survivors need a place to feel safe and rebuild their lives. That's what we do at Dorothy's House every day. Help us continue to serve during these challenging times. Visit dorothy'shouse.org/donate.
Looking for a natural deodorant that doesn't stink? Myro keeps you fresh and smelling great with its plant-based formula that has no toxic ingredients. Try it today by visiting mymyro.com. That's MYMYRO.com. Enter promo code radio to get a free full-size deodorant when you sign up and just pay $5 for shipping. mymyro.com.
I've seen the worst things that can possibly happen. This isn't even close to that.
He's back on your radio. Greeny.
I have always felt basketball is a game where the team that has the best player wins. The Lakers would have the 2 best players.
Greeny, covering the top stories with the biggest names. Plus, breaking news.
Only in football do we wonder this aloud, and I just thought it was worth spelling out all of the ways in which Brady changed everything.
Greeny, weekdays at 11 on the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than just serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time while you take advantage of education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. If a civilian career is your goal, serving part-time allows you to work at a full-time job. The skills, qualities, and contacts you'll develop in the Guard can open doors to a great civilian career. Want to serve but worried about being away from friends and family? Part-time service in the Army National Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want while you enjoy the many benefits of serving your community and nation. You owe it to yourself to learn more about how the Army National Guard can fit into your life. Visit NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Iowa Army National Guard. Aired by the Iowa Broadcasters Association and this station.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Kendrick Perkins.
Max, you argued me down on First Take about how good of a player Chris Middleton was.
No, I didn't.
And I told you, yes, you did. And I told you that he wasn't that type of guy, right?
Just making stuff up now.
Play. Oh, I'm making stuff up.
I argued for Chris Middleton. No, I said Chris Middleton should be at best the third best player on a championship team. You need another dude who can go get his own shot and do it on a higher level than Middleton if you want to pair him with Giannis to win a championship. I never said anything different than that. I wasn't thinking the Bucks were going to win a title this year.
So did you have the Bucks coming out of the East?
Yep. I sure did. Shut up, Perk. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170.
When Jerry and I first got married and had kids, we worked opposite shifts to care for our boys and to make ends meet. Jerry is a cop, and me as a reporter for the local paper. I'm Sherry Bustos, and every day I think about the people who are working, sometimes double shifts, just to make it. We've spent our lives here, working to improve our community. That's why I ran for Congress, and why I've worked across party lines to get results, like passing a better trade deal for farmers and delivering for our part of the state, helping create hundreds of jobs at the Thompson Prison and Rockford International Airport, bringing home hundreds of millions of dollars for the Rock Island Arsenal, and saving the Peoria Ag Lab from closure. 80% of my votes have been bipartisan, supported by Republicans and Democrats, because that's how you get things done. I'm Sherry Bustos, running for Congress, and I approve this message because I'll never quit fighting for you. Paid for by Friends of Sherry Bustos.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB Davenport.
All right, everybody, coming back into Don't Ask Us a Local. We're in the midst of our Week 9 pick'ems.
You remember that one time we were doing Bobber, have you ever seen Cheech and Chong? Remember one time we were just dying laughing?
And you know what?
And Dave's not. Dave's not here is from from one of their albums.
Yeah,
that was when he went into the house. He said, "Wait here," and he's like, "I'm gonna come back," and he said, "It's me." He's like, "Dave's not here, man." He's like, "No, it's me." That's Up in Smoke.
Well, no. It's a version of that. He doesn't say Dave. He's like,
he said somebody else's name.
Like, Pedro's not here, man.
Yeah, that's right.
But that was one of the original bits from back in the day.
It was so
Jay's talking about
he said, he said, "Hey brother, check out these new suits we got." He's like, "Hey man, this looks like waiter outfits, man."
That's crazy.
Oh, man, you don't like Shawshank Redemption, but you like Cheech and Chong.
Curtis.
All right, I do like Shawshank, and it's great.
I
like
think
everything.
Cheech and Chong is the cheesiest, most slapstick.
What? When you're 10,
you have people with an IQ of a 10-year-old think it's funny.
It's over exaggerated. It's over exaggerated.
I said what I said.
The extra testicle.
To quote Cal, I said what I said.
I said what I said.
I said what I said.
It's funny to me. All right, we got the afternoon games to guess and guess the lines.
I just think it's stupid. That's all.
You are. I said what I said.
I'll take it after I dose some THC, but I'm not gonna watch it
That's
sober.
probably the best time to watch it.
It's the only time to watch it.
All right, first game up in the afternoon. The Vegas Raiders travel to LA to take on the Chargers.
Vegas -4.
Ew, wow.
You got Vegas -4?
Yeah.
Vegas off a 16-6 win over Cleveland. Really? You got Vegas favored on the road against the Chargers.
You make it sound like the Chargers, Tampa Bay or something.
No, they're good, though.
They're not that good.
No, I got them at -6.
You got the Chargers at -6?
I do.
I got the Chargers -3.
Chargers -1.5.
Wow. Gosh, I could not be more off this week. I knew going into it, but that is...
That's what happens when you bash the Sandlot.
Good.
I guess. Wow, Liz, bringing it deep.
Yikes.
All right, Jay.
Why don't you go program some apps, Jay? Why don't you
That's
just stick to what you're
1.5,
good
right?
at?
You said 1.5?
That's what I said. I said what I said.
Take the Chargers. I'll take the Chargers in that all day long.
All right, this ought to be this is going to be a murder scene. Pittsburgh at Dallas.
Pittsburgh -16.
Whoa.
Jay.
Whoa! Did you really just say that?
Yeah,
Sure did.
I got Pittsburgh -13.
Oh, wow. I've got Pittsburgh just -7.
Oh, well, guess what? There's nothing on here.
Did someone get COVID?
I'm assuming so.
Oh.
Would you like
Syria
to see
it up?
Check it out. Look, there's
Somebody
nothing.
in Dallas probably got it.
Nothing.
Okay, I'll look it up later.
They got to.
Yep.
They got to stop the
There's
bleeding.
nothing
So we'll
reported.
highlight that
Stop
one,
the
Jay.
bleeding.
Yeah, we'll highlight it and all that other fun stuff. It's already a lock anyway. I can't win. So
Okay, Viva la Miami at Arizona.
this is where we tie, T-Roy.
So we're both at -3.5.
We are both Arizona -3.5.
I'll take that.
It's Arizona -4.5.
Pretty close.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Pretty good some days.
Good job, fellas.
Good job by you.
Okay.
I can read.
New Orleans at Tampa Bay. What do you think, Reed?
That's you.
Yeah, I know what my name is. New Orleans.
Oh my God.
New Orleans -1.5.
Wow.
Yep.
I got Tampa -6.
Tampa went into New Orleans and beat them or whatever else. Like, yeah.
No, they lost.
These aren't the normal circumstances, brother.
Unprecedented times.
Yeah.
I've got Tampa -4.
It's Tampa -4.5.
Jay, you got it.
Yay!
Way to go, buddy.
Good job, fella.
Patronize me and give me
I'm not. You got 2 right so far. I'm very happy.
1 star, though.
Yeah, definitely got 1 star.
Yeah.
Did get a star.
Did get a star.
All right, here's the tough one. New England at the JET sucks.
Pick 'em.
Yeah. That's actually not a bad call.
You said pick 'em, Cal?
Yeah.
I actually have New England favored by -6.
I got New England -3.
New England -7.
Ooh, look at Jay winning 2 in a row.
Look at
You
that
told
guy
him he
go.
had to win the rest, and he's like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if I can find that Dallas one.
You had? Did you say 9? You had Pittsburgh -9. You had
9.
Pittsburgh,
I had Pittsburgh -16.
Yeah.
I had Pittsburgh -3 or 13. And you got a minus what?
7.
They're gonna destroy the Dallas Cowboys, dude.
I don't know about that.
No, hold on. First off, you talking about how good they are. Now they're not gonna demolish the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, the Nooch, man. I have faith.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. This
That
guy
just
don't
seems
like
like a
Sandlot.
lot, that's all.
This dude, man. This dude.
Erickson on the Heritage Pub Facebook comment thread, he said it's Pittsburgh -9.5.
Well,
That's what Erickson just said on the Heritage Pub Facebook comment thread.
Yeah, Pittsburgh -9.5. I can't comment. I'm in jail.
So you can see Facebook, but you can't
I
make
can
comments?
see, yes, and you know how frustrating that is for me. Because I can
going
see people saying, I'm like,
to-
nah, I know that's wrong and I can prove it, but I can't.
So the people at Facebook were just waiting till like
Oh,
right
they're
before the
loving
election.
it.
to be
They're
like,
loving
You
it.
know what we're going to do?
He said -9.5?
Yeah, he said he is.
And what did you have it at?
I had it -7.
So you win this.
Mm-hmm.
Look how he's trying to smirk. He's like, mm-hmm.
But you win the week.
Yeah, impressively.
Impressively.
Oh.
With 2
Oh,
ties.
he had to add that. He had to add that.
3 ties.
Impressively.
We had
I
3
have not
ties.
voted, John.
Is this,
I'm going to
is
vote
this
tomorrow.
3 straight weeks I've won? Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
Yep. 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
I'm on a roll now.
I am. I'm in Facebook jail, you guys. I'm sorry.
Why?
Hey, put money on my commissary, though.
What is that? How does
Hey,
that
Jay,
work?
you know what?
How does that work? What did they?
It
did they
wasn't
send you a
nearly
message?
as bad as last week. I beat you worse last week.
Oh, okay.
You're like a trial.
He said, "Oh, okay."
you can appeal it. You know, you get your lawyers involved. You
Why
appeal
are
it.
you on Facebook jail?
Because I said if somebody, because you know how my car was stolen out of my driveway and we found out they had weapons on them. I said if I have that happen again, I'm going to defend my property and use my Second Amendment. I got blocked for saying that. I got blocked for saying I'm going to fight for my property with lethal force. So they blocked me. Isn't that some messed up stuff?
I guess so.
Well, it's okay because it's a liberal-run social media site. But no, I have not. I haven't voted. I'm in jail. I appealed my decision and I lost. So I'm.
I can't believe you have to go and appeal to be on social media.
Hey, you have to appeal to the media guys.
Yeah.
The media judges.
How is that? That's never going to work, right? It's
I said they're like, "What is your argument?"
That's
I said,
the equivalent of Goodell
it's
giving
freedom of
a
speech.
suspension, right? Isn't he the judge, jury, and verdict? Goodell, the commissioner. Like, what? Why even waste your time?
I don't care. Block me. I got Twitter. I got. That's fine. They're going down anyway. They're all getting sued right now for violation of your First Amendment rights. Because they're only silencing one side, and it is true. I don't care what side you're on. It is obvious to all of us that one side is getting censored more than the other.
That's right.
Constitutionalists are getting censored more than anybody. They don't want you to keep reciting. Ask Cal. He knows.
No, I don't.
All I did was recite the Second Amendment and the First Amendment, and I got blocked.
No,
I saw it pop up.
It is socialist media. You're absolutely right, Mikey. Anyways, where are we going now?
I'm telling you right now,
I don't think
see
people know
more
what socialism means.
comments that lean towards the right than I do.
You are full of it.
It's true.
There is no way. All I get is anti-right propaganda in my thread, 9 out of 10.
How does that work?
Because
your
first of all,
algorithm should be the other way.
It should be.
Where mine is like right down the middle or whatever else.
But if you look at the Big Six, you know who the Big Six are? I have no ABC, CNN, Disney, they're all owned by the same 6 major corporations. They're all owned by liberal
ESPN,
media.
Yep.
Yes, they're all owned by the same people.
They have the best TV shows.
No. I mean, well, no. I mean, it gets a lot darker. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole too far right now, but they're all owned by the same people.
We'll save it till Wednesday. Whatever else, right?
Don't
what?
Don't do it.
Don't go down that.
Don't.
I could talk about this for hours, so we're not going to go.
We know.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Well,
you can.
Jay always, every time it starts, like Jay just stops and he's like,
"Yay, green olives."
Well, the thing is you guys know this. Like, I just don't like getting too involved, and then where I feel like I'm getting crushed inside about this whole thing that's going down. Now, we get to find out in 48 hours if this is really the case. We get to find out if we're going to have sports again. We get to find out if the liberal media does whatever else. I don't know. I don't have liberal. It's not liberal.
John asked if they have bail for Facebook jail. No, I have to do my time. There is no.
What is the time?
7 days I got. That's a pretty big. you get 30 days, 7 days, or 14 days, and I got.
Well,
7.
you guys I had to get on Facebook because they finally were like, Pints Davenport is not a person, so they threatened me, and then I had to make a fan page, or else they were gonna, because I got to like 5,000 people, and they're like, listen, you're not a person, even though I would like, this was so long ago, but like they would give a face of someone, be like, we don't believe you're a person. All right, Pints Davenport, we think you're a business. And I didn't want a business page because I knew it would block things.
Right.
So they would be like, do you know this person? And you'd have to like write their name. And I got lucky like 4 or 5 times in a row, like going through answering their question until finally they were like, Facebook said, we are shutting down your page.
Isn't it weird how tightly they monitor every user?
So it's like, we're shutting down your page.
It's weird to me.
And so then I talked to someone, friend of the show, Katie Wilson from Tap On It. She goes, listen to me. I have a social media person I want you to talk to. I'm like, okay. She goes, and they go, you better just create a real account.
Right.
And that's why, you know why it says Foster J? Because I was like, I don't want people from
they can search you
high school doing it. And so it's just stayed, I've just stayed that way ever since.
I have like 4 police officer friends of mine, and you can't search their names. They have like their middle names first, their last name in the middle, and then that's what
and then
they
we
do
had
too.
to switch over, and then everything now is a business page or whatnot. But back in the time, it just is nuts. So,
right.
And it is what it is, and we've
we created it. We created it by getting on and being on it.
Right, but we're also
And
taking
I'm
it
not.
down because we're all suing.
I will say this. I will
never
say
got
this.
on it.
No matter.
I'll never trust that geek ever.
No.
No matter what. You know what'll
Thieving
never
little
change after this.
He was on Upside Island.
He's a little prick. He stole the idea from the Winklevi twins.
He's a pedo. He was on Upside Island.
Sure. But
Well,
what I'm saying is,
No, he was. He was on
what
the
I'm
Fog.
saying is this: no matter who wins, this or that, if stuff isn't changed in your city, that's on you because you're too occupied with this presidential stuff. If you're not worried about, like I said before, if you ain't worried about what's going on in your community, what's going on in your board of education, if you're not worried about that stuff and you worried about the president, then you fail as voting.
Vote from the bottom up.
You don't
Start at the
just vote
bottom
for
and
the
vote up.
president. Yes,
That's right.
you start from the bottom. You start with your community.
Yep.
And the thing is like this: you want change, then you start down there. If you ain't gonna start down there, I don't want to hear you complaining about this and that going on.
Preach it, Cal.
Period.
That's right. You got to vote local and know.
I
who you're
said
talking-
what I said.
I said it. And vote no for the fair tax, unless you want to give Springfield the right to raise your taxes whenever and however they want for whatever they want, and that's exactly what it is.
And as long as we keep the same senators there, the rich gonna stay rich. Period.
That's what I'm saying. The fair tax Pritzker's like, we're gonna tax all the billionaires in Illinois.
Let's go.
6 out of the
Let's
18
go.
are Pritzkers. You really gonna tax
Let's
your
go.
own family? Give me a break.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go, Jay.
Coach Lavelle says that on the Heritage Pub Facebook comment thread, he says it's all part of an algorithm and mostly see what it reads for you, which I'm fine with the algorithm when it comes to TikTok. 'Cause I
But
just
mine
wanna see
doesn't make
dogs
sense.
and moms of TikTok.
I get all liberal stuff, and it's just to raise my blood pressure and kill me early is
And
what
then,
they're calling it.
Did you didn't watch it, but you watched The Mandalorian?
Oh, yeah.
Because Erickson just made a comment on the Heritage Pub
I
Facebook comment thread.
I watched the first season again.
Okay.
And then I watched the first episode of season 2.
It said it was
But I
basically just a
can't talk
remake of
about it.
Tremors 2. It said Mondo season 2 episode 1 was just a remake of Tremors.
Hey man, hey Erickson, man, be quiet, bro.
I like Tremors with
Be-
Kevin
be
Bacon,
quiet,
or was
bro.
that one?
It's not even the same. Okay.
Well, I would go another step. I mean, Erickson's a young man, so he probably doesn't remember the movie
Exactly.
Dune.
Oh,
So
man, yeah.
Dune was well before
The
Tremors.
Spice.
So
That was Channel 45.
Did they make a remake of
Spice Channel.
yeah, they
No,
did.
not that Spice.
Either way, I don't know what he's trying to say.
I don't
it
either.
Was very
It was
good
very
episode.
good.
You should see.
He's just talking. The be talking.
They had on Weekend Update. They had Baby Yoda come in on Saturday Night Live. It was pretty good.
Oh, I missed it.
So yeah,
I stopped watching it because
you
they
should see
all
that skit or
all the
whatever. else they
politic
did.
crap they
It's
did.
pretty good. I like it. I like having the Baby Yoda on Weekend Update or whatever else. So,
Aw.
Roy Taylor is asking here. Hold on, I'm gonna send him. I'm gonna have to reply to him because let's see what Roy says here. Hold on.
He wants to know if there's a phone number.
Yes,
he's
there
calling.
is.
No,
What, are
it's
you
Troy.
nervous, Cal?
Huh?
You nervous? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
What is our number? It's 563-391-3776.
Yeah, I used to put it on the scrolling thing. We do have to take a quick break before we go, and then hopefully Roy will call in about 4 minutes or whatever else. But we have to take a quick break here on ESPN Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
Go ahead, bro.
Alger with St. Ambrose University, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Premier Metal Art is now licensed and trademarked with the University of Iowa to produce and sell Hawkeye's metal art. Made here in the Quad Cities. Order your customized fire pit in 3 different sizes, perfect for tailgating. Premier Metal Art also has Hawkeye's multi-layer pieces, perfect for your home and man cave. It's not too early to order for Christmas, so get your custom Hawkeye's order in now. Call 563-345-9500. Premier Metal Art, Eldridge, Iowa, on Facebook or online at qcpremier.com. Finish your holiday shopping today.
The Circle Tap in Davenport is your place to catch all the action this football season. Enjoy $2 cans for every Iowa and Iowa State game and watch every NFL game with the NFL Sunday Ticket on one of their 16 flat screen TVs. Get $2 domestic cans and $6 pulled pork sandwiches and fries every Sunday. Book your holiday party now and enjoy the heated patio for your next event. Enjoy great food, great drinks, and great friends all season long at the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
Janae and Golick Jr.
Sinead, through all of, Russell Wilson, we know he's a lot, from Mr. Unlimited to the weird video announcing his contract staying in Seattle, the bubble water, his bad dance moves behind Sierra's music videos. through all of it, he's
Literally.
still winning. I would trust him and Tyler Lockett with my PIN number, with any amount of money that I needed in my life. These guys are the surest bet in pro sports right now, and it's nice. We always like to say give people flowers while they can still smell them. Russell Wilson has been this quarterback. This is not a new version of him as far as I'm concerned, but it's a new version of this team putting its offense in his hands. He's getting all of the conversation around him and his ability that he's richly deserved for a while. And so in the interest of giving people their flowers, I'm really happy to see this like on a fundamental level for a guy who's been playing this kind of ball and been meeting this kind to his team.
Janae and Golick Jr., 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
I'm Gary Moore, candidate for state representative. Young Iowans are the key to our future. We must equip them to lead us forward while building a highly trained workforce that attracts quality employers and high-paying jobs to Iowa. I've spent over 40 years in education. I want to keep our schools open safely so we can provide our students with the skills they need to compete in the modern economy. These are trying times, but I know that better days are ahead. I'm Gary Moore, and I'm asking for your vote. Paid for by Gary Moore for State House.
Battles aren't won solely on the field. That's a common misconception. Battles are won within, over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. In that place where promises are kept. Promises to oneself.
This is a physical training event.
Promises to one's community.
Helping people move debris out of their house.
Promises to one's country. In the heart of every Marine, you'll find a promise. A promise forever kept. A promise of battles won.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Kendrick Perkins.
Max, you argued me down on First Take about how good of a player Chris Middleton was.
No, I didn't.
And I told you, yes, you did. And I told you that he wasn't that type of guy, right?
Just making
But he
stuff up
did
now.
play. Oh, I'm making stuff up. Do I need
I
to pull
argued
up
for
the
Chris
evidence?
Middleton. No, I said Chris Middleton should be at best the third best player on a championship team. You need another dude who can go get his own shot and do it on a higher level than Middleton if you want to pair him with Giannis to win a championship. I never said anything different than that. I wasn't thinking the Bucks were going to win a title this year.
So did you have the Bucks coming out of the East?
Yep. I sure did. Shut up, Perk. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
If Teresa Greenfield and the Democrats take over, the following will take effect. $4 trillion in job-killing taxes, government takeover of healthcare, packing the courts, dismantling police departments, surrender to the mob, surrender to China, and a march toward socialism. Teresa Greenfield and the left, they'll tear this country apart. Stop the liberal takeover. Vote Joni Ernst.
Paid for by Iowa Values Action, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.iowavaluesaction.com.
The signs of baseball can be found right here, unless the Astros steal them first. This is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
All right, everybody, we are back. back in the Hassel Castle, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. And you know it, Cal Reed, Lee Baum, Jay Bird, T-Roy in the house, closing out the show here as we wind down the last 20 minutes.
Gotta thank Andy from the Natty.
He got a gift.
Send me a photo. Sent me a package.
Oh, you gotta wear this hat the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Cincinnati Burros. That is a great T-shirt.
Let me see it.
Look at it. Just him celebrating the national championship.
With the cigar.
Cigar.
I like it.
Like a boss.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is straight from Cincinnati.
And it even says Cincy shirts.
Yeah, it smells like it.
No.
Maybe that was that fart smell.
I'm gonna have to put that in the wash though. Shrink it. I know Roy tried to call in, but we were on break, so I think he's gonna call back in a second. I don't know. Hopefully he says, maybe he just calls and yells at us, tells us to stop talking about politics. Who knows? But
so
we'll talk to him soon.
Hey, politics is just like sports. There's different sides and different votes. Hey.
No, we've done this over and over again. We've talked about it. Like athletes are getting more and more involved in politics and vice versa. So it's not a thing of like, oh, it's supposed to be ESPN. And like I said, I can go to the website and pull up things on the ESPN.com and just be like, oh, do you guys want to talk about this or give me your best free agents, whatever. But that's really not the point of our show. Our show is,
but the reality
where
of
does it go?
Is the election is a competition, just like sports. Or
I don't pick sides.
You know,
when I was a kid, they called it the presidential race, right?
Yeah, it's a race.
I could have swore that Jimmy Carter could definitely beat Gerald Ford in a foot race.
I think that you were onto something there, perhaps.
See,
probably.
Did you know you can't? It's supposed to be illegal to.
What isn't illegal?
Hold on a second. I'll come back to it. Hold on a second. Take this, T-Ray.
To think for yourself, it is.
Thanks for calling. Don't Hassle Us Local. Who do I have on the line?
Hey, it's Murky calling. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Hi.
Yeah. There's more than one person there.
Yeah. We've got 4 in the studio.
That's exciting. People are going to love that. I'm calling in. I do the cold opens for the Not Even a show. Stoop did it for a while. There's been a couple other people. Kyle was in there for a bit, but I'm sort of the go-to guy, the main guy who does the cold opens.
The cold opens?
For what show is that?
Yeah. Well, it's not even a show. That's the thing, and it gets kind of confusing in that way. But basically, we're in it right now. You guys are doing it with me right now. We're having a good time.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
The
basically all I need I just basically need you guys to say, let's start the show, and then everyone goes crazy.
We have to go crazy, or we just say, let's start the show?
No, you guys just say, let's start the show. If you could say it in unison, that would be absolutely insane. But people will go crazy from Not Even a Show if you just hit them with a, let's start the show.
All right, should we do it, guys?
You guys ready?
3, 2, 1.
Let's start the show.
Oh, my God, that's the best one that anyone has ever done. I love you. Bye.
Jay.
I have no clue.
Look at Jay's face. Hey,
What?
Jay's sitting
time
there
out.
like, what is this?
Time out.
What
What
is
number
this?
was that from? Was that an Iowa area code?
What
Geneseo.
Was that a prank call?
I think so. Because if it wasn't, I'd be even more disappointed.
Either way,
That was great.
Good times, good times.
Man.
There's 4 of you there. He had the wrong person.
This guy.
Let's look him up. Stalk his Facebook. Cal, I'm blocked. I can't.
He does. I'm looking at it. He doesn't. It's a fake. That guy was fake or whatever else. Like Roy Taylor. He's got Meridian, Idaho. He's only has 2 friends. His photo is People's Right Radio with Roy Taylor. Like, we got to Google that. That was insane.
What a weirdo.
And I swear
Why
it said
would you
Geneseo
take time out
that
of your
came
day
up.
to do that?
I swear it said Geneseo on the.
I think you know what it is.
Was that Roy? Did he say his name was Roy?
You know what it is?
No, he said it was. He said it was murky.
You know what it is?
Huh?
He probably recorded it, and he's probably fronting for his friends, like, "Oh, I do this show. I'm gonna get somebody from so and so on a radio show to say
probably.
this," and then try to act like he's doing something.
Regardless, we don't look dumb. He does. We're complying.
Leah's got us a bunch of damn crazy right-wing conspiracies calling in our freaking show with her in crazy ways.
Right wing.
Because it just seems like it.
No, he does.
Because he was too nice to be a left
No,
wing.
right wings are at work. These are people that are on. These are.
Oh, you sound like you had a real job.
Yeah.
It sounds
Way
like
to
he was
go,
at
Leah.
work.
Now you got everybody chasing us
Quit
down.
having people with jobs call in, Leah. It's terrible.
God dang it, Leah. We're gonna be on a list now somewhere. I'm gonna get banned from
I've already
something.
been.
Algorithm just threw us
I won't be
off.
able to shop at Target because of you.
I'm already banned from Target.
No, you're not.
I got kicked out for not wearing a mask.
Well, it doesn't mean you're banned. You can
I can't go back until I'm not going back until we don't have to wear a mask.
Omega Church Radio. I can't stop looking at this guy's
Did he say make a church?
No, he said Murky. He said you have Murky on the line or whatever else. I don't know.
He's
that
like,
was,
there's 4 of you? Oh, that's even better.
That was
Mike,
nuts.
Okay.
Mikey said, "Are we sure it's not Craig from last week?"
Matthew
said, "Cancel your credit cards." My car already got stolen. Everything got stolen. You know what? Nothing else can happen in 2020. I promise you that.
Craig's coming in. You're going on TV with Craig. I can see that.
He's in Des Moines.
She's gonna leave. She's gonna leave us. She's gonna be on some national TV show. That's it.
But he's in Des Moines, right?
I'll move to Des Moines.
He got pulled like that, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he's been on Sex in the City. For God's sakes, Cal.
Just not Sex in my City.
He's a professional comedian.
Whatever. Yeah. Yep.
He pulled the PC card right there. Professional comedian card. You don't
It
do
was
that in front of
nuts. But hey, that's what happens when you have live radio like this.
And that's what happens when you have that much free time.
I guess.
love it.
Murky or whatever your name was.
Murky.
I'm professional, Troy.
Oh, I'm bad. I mean, this other guy's professional too. Then, I mean, I don't know if he's as professional as you.
He's got more exposure than me.
There you go.
Mm.
I wasn't trying to say you weren't professional.
Man, you playing with my feelings.
What? Technically professional. I used to get in arguments with people because I'm a musician and people are like, you're not professional. I get paid to do it. That means I'm a professional. If you get paid to do something, that means you're a professional.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pumped.
I say what I said.
I said what I said.
Yeah.
That's your tagline.
Anyway,
Forever.
Things are getting stranger and stranger. A guy from Idaho calling, or it's
No,
a
I
Geneseo
didn't.
or whatever else, like
Coach
fake
Laval, I
accounts.
did
I
not.
have no idea what the heck that was all about. This guy was like all up, like on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread, being like, "They keep calling, but they don't answer. They keep calling, they don't answer." And I said, "Hey, just wait 5 minutes. We're on break." He's like, "Cool, thanks, man, appreciate it." And then he calls in to do "Let's Start the Show," but it's called not a show.
What if he uses our voices doing that for something a little bit
That's
not
what I'm
so?
saying.
Like everybody's gonna know it's our voices.
No, but I mean, you never know these weirdos.
Speaking of professionals, I got news for you. We're not professional radio people.
No, of course not. I wouldn't be here if
They
you
allow
were.
us to.
I wouldn't want to be here if you were.
This is pirate radio.
Yep.
Pirate radio underground.
I did not. I was not
Wolfman
complying
Jack.
with any of that stuff that was going on. I did not do "Let's Start the Show" with you guys.
Hey, Jay was
I
not
was-
having any parts of it.
No.
He turned his head. He was just standing there. Face was turning
He
red.
looked confused.
His face was
Who had
turning
been
red.
through-
He was.
Wow.
He wasn't having any of it.
Maybe it was that. Oh, I know what it is.
Zero.
What?
They probably all just stole our cars. Leah got us on the car stealing network.
Blame it on me.
Oh, you guys are all in the studio right now. Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
I'm gonna spend like way too much googling this
Look at this.
entire
You're
thing.
going to
this
be
guy.
obsessed with this after the show.
If you figure it
He's
out,
going to
let me
hire like
know.
a PI.
Yeah.
He's going to figure out who this guy is, the IP address that he messaged
I
from.
appreciate that he wanted to.
What was his name? Roy what?
Murky.
He said? He goes,
His name
"Hey,
was Murky.
His profile's fake. There's only 2 friends.
Roy what? Roy Harper?
his profile on Facebook is Roy Taylor." But the thing, right? I mean, we're wasting way too much time talking about this guy right now. So
Yeah, we only got 10 minutes left, guys.
yeah. Well, it's a good point. I am wasting too much time already doing it, but I shouldn't be shocked as about how everything is going on nowadays. So, you know.
It is what it is, Jay. Unprecedented times.
Why
Unprecedented
so
times.
serious?
Why so serious?
Unprecedented times.
We're gonna wrap this up here real quick. I'm just gonna put in a bunch of ads. But did you already go vote?
No. Tomorrow.
I think I'm gonna wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
Originally, my plan was to go down to the community center today.
I've always just voted the day of. I mean,
it's tradition for me.
I kind of giggle at the thought that every time they say, "Oh, this is one of the most important elections of our lifetime," and I'm like,
Well, Joe Biden says this is for the soul of the nation. You
well,
guys, nation
they
has a
say
soul.
that every 4 years, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
I go every 4 years to the polling spot. I used to vote at Holy Family or whatever at All Saints. I used to vote there when I lived on High Street, so it was a half a block from my house. I'd walk there and get it done right away in the mornings.
But I do have this question, though.
Yes, sir.
When people say you can't pick a side and say you're for one America if you're on one side. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
You can't.
Yes, you can.
No,
On
you
this
can't.
election, you absolutely can.
You can't.
You can.
Because that means you're trying to have your agendas from your party and make it America's issue. That's not how that works.
All you have to be is anti-socialism during this election and vote one way. I mean, there are so many different things. You'd be against fossil fuels, which is going to destroy the nation, so that will make you vote another way. There's certain things that are so black and white in this election that you have to pick a side because there is no middle ground. You can't ban fossil fuels, number one, ever in America. You're going to tank the entire country.
Well, the thing is like this. In the Midwest and Iowa, we're dealing with ethanol fuels, which we're trying to raise to make it better for farmers to make more money so they can have a life.
You mean you're trying to diminish ethanol pollution? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. But that doesn't have anything to do with fracking and fossil fuels and oil and things like that. When Biden said he's going to ban oil and he's going to steer us away from the oil, you can't. This is America. This runs on oil.
I don't think that's how it went, but like
that's exactly what it
you can't do that though. You
can't exactly. He lost so many votes just saying that. I mean, you go south. That's 90% of the people's occupation.
When you have a soundbite cutting someone off. After the whole explanation,
you don't have to cut Biden off. He can't even make a complete sentence on his own. Okay,
he has a stutter.
Don't give me that crap. He doesn't have a stutter.
You know him?
Give me a break. Do you?
Huh?
Do you?
I don't know him.
What about the 1994 crime bill? Would you like to discuss that real quick?
You was like,
how he put more black men in prison
3.
than any other congressman in the United States history.
You were 3.
Would you? It doesn't matter. I read about it. It's not hard.
Of course.
Of course. Oh, darn you, Leah, for reading and educating yourself.
Of course.
Darn you.
I was alive during it. I was 17.
Great. I was 3, and I still know more about it than you do. So what does that say?
You could read what you could read whatever you want to read off
read
the internet.
Bill. I read the bill.
You ain't read no bill. You don't even know what the bill's under.
1994 crime bill is the name of the bill.
The crime bill's not crime. It's not called a crime bill.
It is actually called the crime bill.
No, it's not.
He's wrong.
Currently Googling 1994 crime bill.
Yeah, exactly. Google it.
I didn't think we were going to have Stephen A. here today.
No, this is great.
Ain't no damn crime bill.
Oh, Carol, you always act like you know more about politics than anybody, and you don't.
No, I know. No, I don't know more about anybody.
When Wednesday comes,
I don't know more about anybody, but I do know more than you.
No, you don't.
Absolutely.
No, you don't.
100%.
No, you don't.
100%.
You are the only person in this room that believes that. Cal.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Shame for you guys.
No, we've gotten into debates on my page, and I've
didn't get into
schooled
debates.
you many times.
I laughed at you most of the time
because you didn't have a rebuttal.
Because I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with somebody that don't know what they're talking about.
You
Why would I argue with you? Why would I argue with you?
How many people have seen us get into it on my Facebook and he got schooled? And all his response was LMFAO. LMFAO.
Because it's nonsense.
No, because if you had a rebuttal, you would actually put it in there.
She's just as loud in my earbuds as she is outside of my earbuds.
Here's the thing. When I could go to video documentation of these things that you say are true and they show that they're not true. I can prove it
all day long, baby.
You could look at whatever article
Nobody
you
thinks you know more about politics than me. Nobody in this room.
But the video shows and the document show that that's not true.
What's the document show?
The document show what you're saying isn't true.
Documents show that everything I just said is true.
You take parts of what you think is true.
It's called the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994.
Now Google crime bill.
And then it does say the 1994 crime bill. Undercut Justice Reform, and that's what it's also known as.
Justice Reform. That's what it's called.
It's called the and there's plenty of 1994 crime bill
exactly.
here as well.
That's what I'm saying.
But the long story short, well, if you can look at it under Congress.
I'm not gonna read out the headline and just say that's what it's called.
I just a quick Google.
I read it.
Yeah, but.
Well, it's a good thing Leah didn't Google it. She'd still be looking it up.
I don't Google. I don't use Google because it's
just DuckDuckGo.
That one's government. That one's government related. She might be able to do that one.
Google's owned by the big six, and DuckDuckGo is an independent search engine.
DuckDuck what?
DuckDuckGo. It's an app just like Google. You can download onto your phone.
DuckDuckGo.
It's
like
not
Duck,
biased.
Duck, Goose?
It shows pro both sides rather than just pro one side and negative the other.
So you can pick out whatever you think you can agree
just like
with.
you can on Google.
I don't Google stuff.
I don't either.
Just say duck, duck, pass.
Oh, thank you, Coach.
Yeah. But get it out. 'cause
Another
Tuesday,
fan.
I don't wanna
Hey,
hear it.
hey,
Another
red
fan.
tsunami, baby. Let's do this. I
Yeah,
can't wait
another
until
fan.
he takes it's going
I
to be
wonder why they
376.
agree with her all the time.
Why? Because I know more?
No.
No, it's
I
got
don't
nothing
think
to do
so.
with knowing more, but
It has nothing
it's
to do
fine
with
that you guys are passionate about this. But I'm telling you,
But I don't
zero.
claim to
Tuesday,
know
I
more
don't
than
wanna
anybody
hear about it
else
anymore.
until they challenge me. It is what it is. Snopes it. Exactly, Coach. No, we don't Snopes.
Let me put my pinky up and drink this soda.
This is where our world is.
This is where it boils down to.
They took
I'm
a-
voting
they-
for Troy for president.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You guys wouldn't like it.
he's already president
You
of
guys
the
would-
HOA.
I'm already president of the HOA. They
I'm
hate me
president
there.
of his fan club.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, if I run.
I don't know. Kanye's looking better and better.
Right?
Every day. Kanye's looking better and better.
He's
I
so
guess
bipolar. You don't know what
I
he's
had
going
the
to go
one
with
thing
day
in my
next.
head that I thought
I feel
today.
bad. He was actually MK Ultra'd and he escaped. So that's
But
scary
if you look
stuff.
at either two of these two guys we have going for president, and Cal, you're absolutely right. It starts at the bottom.
Yeah.
It starts here in our local.
Local is
election.
more important for sure.
But when you look at these two,
They're the same person to me.
No.
there are a lot of similarities.
They're both monsters.
One's been in politics for 47 years. One's been in politics for 3.
All right, well,
One's been in a
finish.
dictatorship, and the other one thinks he's a dictator.
Let me
Wrong.
finish. Can I finish?
One is a dictator.
Can I
Bomber.
finish?
Let him finish.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't
you
think,
can finish.
I don't think she'll let me, but I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
try to go here. Now, take away all their fundamental, what they're running for, as in the one's running for the Democratic side, one's from the Republican side.
Right.
They're two 70-plus-year-old white dudes.
Mm-hmm.
One likes to sniff women. The other one likes to
grab them.
Mm-hmm. But one sniffs.
What I'm getting at, when you go down the negative list on both of them, it's almost identical.
Yep.
No.
There's a lot of it's
One
identical.
one
You got
conform-
one accused of being.
They've both been accused of sexual assault, both of them.
All right,
Multiple
and they've
times.
both been accused.
They
of,
both dodged the draft.
I told you she wouldn't let me finish,
So you're right. I'm agreeing with you.
but that's not letting me finish.
Oh, go ahead.
They both have been accused of having sons and daughters and themselves tied to these conspiracies of which that one whatever. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
They're the same dude.
Yep.
No.
It's the same. It's the same dude.
But you have to look at it this way too: that there's going to be attacks on each one, and they're going to look similar. What's real? We don't know what's real. Is a 100 laptop real? We don't know.
Take
away all that. Yes.
When you take away the politics part of it, and you just start breaking down all the other little things, it's the same dude.
I agree with that, but I
They
also
both
disagree.
have a bad hairdo.
Yeah.
All right. The one dude tans, the other dude don't.
They're both bad at public speaking.
Yeah.
I would say that's probably a little bit true. Trump's a little bit better, but he doesn't stutter.
It's not.
But
a stutter.
sometimes he I mean,
It's
Trump
dementia.
just says what he wants. That's
right.
the
That's the
thing.
problem.
That's not the problem. That's why he has
The
the
one guy
following that
reads
he
off to a
has.
teleprompter, and the other guy says what he wants. So I mean, it's like.
But when one is in politics for 47 years and says, "I have all these things I'm gonna do," why didn't you do them already?
But
You've
that's
been
why.
in
That's why.
politics for
That's
47
why
years.
I wanted to take the politics
That's
out
fair
of it.
point.
I just
And
wanted
then he
to look
blames
at-
all America's problems on Trump. You were in it for 47 years. Trump's been in it for 3, but it's all his fault. Give me a break.
I would say there's no way they're all his fault because he's
Nothing
only been
is
here
his fault.
3.5 years or whatever it is. Or
Exactly, but he's like
3
everything
years
is
and
Trump's
9
fault.
months. But either way.
I want this all to go away
Yeah, me
in
too.
48 hours.
What's funny though is when I see some of the people that say, "Oh my God, we gotta," on one side they're saying we can't elect another rich old white guy, and then that's
Hey.
the guy they nominate for their party.
Hey,
I'm
Cal.
like, well, why do you say that and then nominate another rich old white guy? Because they're two rich old white guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey.
seriously, that's what they are.
This is what I'm gonna
One's
play.
a billionaire, one's not. But these.
You know,
once you
and-
get
yeah.
into the upper millions, does it
But
really
you,
matter?
but you know why I laugh? I laugh at stuff when people talk about president because they can't tell me nothing else about local or state politics.
I know who I'm voting for.
Because people are influenced by
'Cause it's funny.
mainstream media, and that's all they know.
And I don't care about presidential. I care about state.
Yeah,
and
and
city.
seriously,
That's more
but
important.
you need
Absolutely.
to at this point we need to hold our local news and people to a higher standard because really, what do they tell us what we need to know about some of our local
All right.
officials? I don't know.
This is hey Cal. When we come in on Wednesday, this is what I'm gonna play for you. Okay?
Okay, we are not going to have a show tomorrow.
No.
Okay.
We're all going to go out. We're going to do our civic duty. We're going to vote.
Yep.
We're going to watch the world burn.
Wait.
We'll be back on Wednesday, though. Bomber hopefully will be ready to go. You're going to get us in trouble. We got to go. We're out of here. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in 48 hours. Enjoy yourselves, Quad Cities. Be safe, sanitize, be nice to each other. Be nice to each other.